we might as well go the full way and start something up where we record for a podcast rather than through Twitch. You know what I mean? Because we're not gonna want to do it full time on Twitch necessarily. I would think, right?
No, I thought I was thinking more in the way that Jim was just talking about, where just another way for us to log something without having to.
That's true.
For us to look back or listen to. Nice.
So did you start recording already? Welcome to Attack of the Swarm, everybody.
Good stuff. All right, now's the part where we get really political and religious all at the same time.
Yeah.
Have
you heard from Jack? I thought earlier he said
he messaged he was on his way.
Okay, cool.
That was at 6:30.
Gotcha.
From Canada.
Yeah.
Coming from Canada.
I'm just saying how long. It's like, he'll be here tomorrow. Son of a... Don't say it. It counts for both of us, Jim. Don't talk about our mother that way.
Counts for both of us. Oh, that's good.
I feel like that's a line in a new song you're gonna write.
Yep.
That's a 90s song. Like,
oh my God. Speaking of, if you guys ever, like, I saw this on Facebook or something earlier. So remember that shitty band Puddle of Mud from like the early 2000s?
Nope.
Okay. They were like one of those butt rock bands that, like, not worth much talking about. But they apparently were gone for 15 years and just put out a video recently of them doing an acoustic version of About a Girl from Nirvana. And it is awful. Like, so bad, awful. Like, this, the video, it was almost like a reaction video I was watching about it from this guitar player. And he was saying, yeah, everybody kept sending me this thing and sending this thing. And I wondered, it had all these views. I was wondering, like, it must have been, like, why are they sending me this thing? And then I looked at the likes and dislikes, and it shows it up on the screen, and it's like, 600 likes and 52,000, and it's just so bad. Oh my God, it's bad. It's well worth watching.
A brief comeback.
Very brief, thankfully.
While waiting, this is one of my little guys.
Hey, who's that guy?
Oh, I remember when you got him. He looks awesome.
Yep. That's the little...
I've seen that guy before.
That guy. Ooh.
Yep. Oh. Actually, the guy that I bought with Nick, when Nick and I went to Third Eye, I don't want to pull my headphones off. Which I'm really, someday I'll get to, but I think is really badass. Is this guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember that dude. Yeah.
That's such a big, and then he just literally has a door for a shield.
So
which
awesome.
Is great. It's so good. And he just has it's just great.
He's just got it.
Yeah, it's a full-on door. The handle's still on the door. That's great.
Yeah.
Hey, Jack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so watch your mouth.
Okay.
So, gentlemen, how are you all this fine evening?
Yeah.
How's it going, Jack?
Do what?
Do what now?
How are you?
Good. I've had a very long day. I still haven't eaten dinner yet. I might just order.
Jack, did you ever figure out your mysterious
No, you know what? That's a good idea. I should order queues. Thanks, man.
Jack messaged me yesterday and was like, "Did you order queues?" Which is an Asian restaurant right near us, like the delivery place. He's like, "Did you order queues and mistakenly send it to my apartment and not yours?" And I was like, "Oh." So you got mystery queues.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I eat there fairly regularly, so like it wasn't super weird, but yeah.
Yeah, but for it to just show up at your house, that's
well. There's been multiple times where I've had everyone over gaming here, and we'll order queues for like everybody. And so my thought was that somebody got on their phone, wanted queues, ordered it, but like hadn't adjusted the address for the delivery or something. I don't know.
That's still very, very strange.
I mean, I assume you ate it, right?
Oh no! I was like, I didn't order that. And then like he got on the phone with people, like the office or whatever, and he was just like, sounded like he was cursing them out in Chinese.
Hell yeah.
There was a
Well, for a second, I was worried. I was worried that I had like accidentally just hit like reorder, but dialed an order in or something. But no. Yeah, Willie Nelson.
underpants gnomes.
There's a Chinese place in Olney that I used to order from that was kind of like not as bad, but like Chinese soup Nazi-ish. Like you'd call in and it'd say the hello, and then you go, "Yeah, I want to place an order. What'd you want?" Like,
I love that shit.
I'm gonna get this. What else? And you,
And then?
anything else?
And then
Name number. And then you like give it to him. 30-minute. Click. You're just like, okay.
4 minutes later, and they're knocking at your door.
Yeah.
It was... No, God. Go, Jim.
I'll go. Yeah.
His name is Mr. Meow.
That's
Wouldn't his brother also be Mr. Meow?
looks so great.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, because then remember you worked at Peaches and walked out of that. Can't tell that story. 300. Yeah.
Yeah.
I quit.
That's
They
I
probably
have
thought that was hilarious.
I have clients right now whose first language is definitely not English. But the wife speaks better English. At least we can come to some kind of understanding at some point. Her husband, however, I mean, maybe every other word can get across, maybe. And so we'll walk through a house, and I think the best example, we walked in and we started walking around a room, and he kind of walked up to me and he kind of pointed at something, and and then he just kept pointing at it. And I saw him trying different words. I'm like, closet, door, like going down the list. And he just kept you could see he's getting more frustrated. Yeah. And so he calls his wife over and he says something to her, and she kind of snaps back, and I think it's Canton. And he kind of says something, and then their voice gets louder and louder and louder and louder, and they're yelling at each other. And then she turns and she looks at me and she goes, "The blinds stay with the house, right?" And I said, "Yes." And she turned and he got a 1-word response, and she walked away. And he like, oh no, I just caused a fight.
That's awesome.
There's few things more infuriating than knowing a word in one language but being unable to actually convey it to someone who doesn't speak that language.
Yeah.
Because it's like you either feel like you're an idiot or crazy or some combination of the two.
Well, I always get frustrated too with people that give anyone who has trouble with English a hard time, because I bet you they know every word in their own language, and then they know more
every word you know. Yeah, in that language, absolutely.
And they probably speak several other languages other than their native language.
So
English just doesn't happen to be one.
Well, it's like if you live in India, you speak a minimum of 3 because you speak like the national language, English, and then like your local language, because every area has, or like there's one that's like tied to your family that they just keep passing down from whatever area you came from 500 years ago or whatever. So at minimum 3, usually like 8.
Jeez.
I just speak louder. That tends to
I think that's the best way to
hand gestures get you pretty far.
I was waiting for Nick to be like, and the guy just turns around and he was like,
no, I realized it, and I don't know how to get around it, but
you just sold me your wife? What?
What just happened?
I definitely speak the same way to non-native English speakers and old people, and it's a little louder and a little slower and a little more like blocky. I feel like I don't know how to describe it, but I can't help it. Like, I'm just trying to explain. I don't know.
So one of the like keys that I unlocked when I was learning Arabic was listen to the mistakes that my teachers make in English, because what they're doing is falling back on the grammar of their language. So then speak Arabic the way they're misspeaking English, and it's more likely to be right.
That's interesting.
Oh, I like that.
It makes a lot of sense.
That does make a lot of sense.
Yeah, that was like a moment.
Huh. Wait, now I have to go back. She sent me an email today and I had trouble with it, but I think, well, not trouble, but she wrote, "Hi, Nike." So Nike. We looked at the inspection report. Jen and I won't interest this house anymore. Wonderful weekend. Thanks. Have you? I'm like,
that's like, another one. So
I get it.
I did take a couple of semesters of Chinese, and my teacher was literally right off the plane from China. Like, he was late for class the first day. He's like, "Sorry, just got the plane from China." Like, no joke.
Had his bags with him.
Yeah.
Brought him to class. Yeah.
Oh, that's
fantastic. And so my university did like a partnership with a university in Henan or something like that. And so we would do all these Chinese cultural events and stuff. That was the first time I ever had real Chinese food. And let me tell you, I don't like it. They eat some weird stuff. But like, they really do talk like that.
Just look up what balut is in the Philippines.
I know what balut is.
Actually, a lot of Southeast countries have balut in some version.
Have you ever tried it, Kirk?
No.
Has it ever been offered to you?
B-A-L-U. I would try it.
My refusal was written into our vows. It's very clear I will not be eating that ever in my life.
The only reason I know what that is because it's one of the punishments they use on the TV show Survivor, and I used to watch that as a kid.
Joe Rogan was super awful.
There's not a lot. Well, I guess America doesn't have a lot of really weird foods for the most part. Like
mountain oysters.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain oysters. is the only
but
one.
Not easily accessible, like weird foods. So, because in
Yeah.
America, I'm a pretty broad eater. But when you get to like other countries and they're like, there's just like that's one of the things. Just thinking about it makes me feel a little nauseous. Like,
I mean, yeah.
Because I have too much of an imagination, so I think too much about it. If I could probably just eat it without thinking about it, but then I'm just thinking about it, and even now I just want to puke. So that ain't gonna happen.
I feel like I have a pretty wide palate. I'll eat beef burgers, turkey burgers, spicy burgers.
One of my
there's about 600 burgers I would eat.
Yeah.
Burgers made
I
out of
want
roast
every day of the week.
You make it into
One of-
an
I ate a
make
black
an
bean
animal
burger
burger,
yesterday.
eat it.
One of my favorite restaurants is in Baltimore. It's called Abbey Burger, and it's just this tiny little restaurant, but they
Familiar.
fly in basically rare meats and make burgers out of them. And so like I've had ostrich and kangaroo and like
Kangaroo
all sorts
steak.
of, yeah. And it's I don't think it's not like the shock value type. It's like you can say you ate a crocodile. Yeah,
I've
basically.
not had lion burger. There's a place in I think Texas that raises lions specifically for burgers, but I've not had one.
That feels wrong. I don't know.
It's weird. I'd rather eat balut than lion. I don't know.
I don't know. The best burger I've ever had was in this place near where my dad lives, and it was at some little tiny thing, and it popped up one time when I was down there visiting him, and so I went in, and the whole restaurant was like 16 square feet in a straight line. It was like a bar, and then to the right was like, a grill, and that was it. You could sit at the bar or maybe shimmy past the people sitting at the bar to go down and pick up your food and then shimmy back and leave. That was the whole place. And they would like hand cut the fries right there in front of you. And I ate that burger and those fries, and that was the best shit I ever had. And the next time I went back, I was like, we're going. They're like, oh, they got shut down for health code violations at the end. I was like, damn, health code violations taste so good.
They usually do.
You're like, how do I track down what actual meat they were using?
Yeah.
That got
They
banned.
usually do.
Mm-hmm. Why not?
Yeah. No, I don't. I think I draw the line
right until now.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
My dad and his buddies have a.
I don't think it's that weird.
My dad and his buddies have a hunting trip every year, and whenever they get a new guy that joins the hunting trip, and if he kills a deer, they always tell them that the first deer you kill, you have to, when you skin it, take a bite out of the heart. They don't say eat it, but most guys are like, no, I'm not going to do that, and that's where it ends. But every once in a while, you get that one guy who so badly wants to like
The
prove
guy who
himself.
actually already got hazed in college, so he's
Right.
he's
And-
been beat.
Yep. And so, yeah, you every once in a while you get that guy that'll take a bite of it, and everybody's just like, "Oh no."
Jim, don't tell our family history.
The hills have eyes.
I think my weirdest thing I've ever eaten are calf brains.
Oh,
Don't recall having eaten it.
I've eaten,
So I've eaten
eaten
brains.
some brains before.
I don't want no prions.
Oh,
I've had a lot of different types of bug, but that's not like, I feel like that's not that weird anymore. Like on our Earth, like America doesn't eat bugs, but almost everywhere else will. So
True.
Frogs eat bugs.
talking about bugs, we got the
Bugs.
swarm to fight.
Hey, look at that segue.
segue.
I'm bringing it for the recording. Let's play some Starfinder.
All right.
Been a while.
I got my synthwave pumping. I am ready to go.
we are starting book 4. So yeah, we finished with like some nice little vignettes about characters' lives, and Shan left
And Shan left.
with quarter of our money.
I know.
after everything was divvied up.
I love that.
He's like, let's get everything divvied up. Peace out. Exactly. This will fund my next project. Thank you.
Donated.
Let's see. So it's the morning. Next morning, you guys are going to leave.
Well, just real quick. So Shan left. Matt's a spy. Nouse is crazy. Maybe. Right. What did we learn about Nouse really?
You got some insights into his overthinking constantly, and then you got a brief glimpse of maybe some history with an old partner.
Yeah, Rayala.
Some regrets.
Yep, some regrets
that stem from his natural tendency to take problem solving as his priority, maybe over relationships.
Yep. Well,
that's why he's a
put.
dick. Oh, what?
That's why he's a...
And then Alteron he was just traumatized.
Well, he started off promising. It's kind of thing. His story is one of like maybe a prodigal son. I don't know. That's the right way to put it.
Prodigal stone. All right. So the next morning, the three that are left, the good ones, go into the conference room in City Hall with Najiri and Zelanon, and you guys sit down, and Najiri says, "Okay, you guys, we know your next journey is to the coordinates that you retrieved from Ilum Chuva to see what's going on with this Prodigal Stone Forever Reliquary business. And if if the Swarm are interested in it, and that's why they're doing all they're doing, then we better find it first and figure out what's going on." So, but Zelanon wanted to talk to you a little bit as well. And Zelanon stands up. He goes, "Yes, this is an important time in the history of our people and Hylax worshippers. The Forever Reliquary is a very revered concept, but now we know its real location. And so as you go, I just want to remind you that we need to defeat the Swarm. But don't forget that in the midst of that, we also need to, we're doing it because we need to save people. We need to save lives. It's not just to kill, but to save. And Hylax, her main driving force is peace. She knows that war is at times inevitable and necessary, but peace is her goal. She would take the Swarm back into her fold if they would stop their madness, but they don't. So as you travel, remember, it is Hylax we serve. Maybe unwittingly, maybe, now as I see you making a face, maybe, I don't mean you need to believe, but this is whom created the reliquary, whom created whatever artifact the Swarm is after, whom the Swarm betrayed. So whether you believe or not, or follow or not, she is linked to your quest. And just remember and take note. Hylax be with you. And so, and then Jerry says, and she turns, she goes, shut up, Zelenon. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. Focus,
She goes, that's not what you said you were going to say.
You won't win back.
No.
My boss started talking about Reiki today during a meeting, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
Reiki.
Yeah, like, yeah,
energy massage.
Energy
thing.
work, yeah.
yeah,
Get some
I love
healing
it.
crystals out.
I love it.
yeah.
I like when someone puts their hand on my chakra. You know what I mean? Anyway,
I don't know what.
so I don't either. So
That's the whole point.
Wait, let me finish this point. Just for fun, I Googled Reiki, and the first thing that pops up on Google is COVID-19 alert. If you think you've been exposed to COVID and develop a fever and symptoms, do not consult a Reiki expert. Contact your doctor.
That is very good advice.
Thank you, Google.
Google comes in handy.
It's just the army will actually pay for that. Don't even get me started.
Acupuncture's awesome.
It is awesome.
Anywho,
I had a sinus issue years ago that the doctors wanted to do surgery, and I went to acupuncture, and it solved it.
I had literally almost the exact same situation.
Yep. I feel like I need to go again, but it's never been as bad as it was. So
I stepped on a tack once.
Have you guys ever heard of Penn and Teller's bullshit? It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
They did an episode on acupuncture that was hilarious and interesting.
I feel like even if it's just a placebo, if it helps people out, then whatever.
Placebo is very, very real.
Yeah. Anyhow.
So, and then Nigeria says, so, you know, I was concerned with one of your party leaving.
Did you fire
One-
Shan?
into the sun. So she's like, so, and actually I thought until late last night, I thought we were going to have to send you 3 on continuing on as you are. But we're lucky enough that we had a member of the force passing through and is stationed up at Odd Rock right now. So as you leave the planet, swing by Odd Rock. She has her orders to join you on this section of your journey. So we're very fortunate that we had someone available that I think will fit nicely and fit your needs and be actually capable of what you need to do, and not just a new grunt. So,
What class are they, ma'am? And then he'll salute.
well, they are lieutenant, first class. So,
you got me.
so soldiers, you're dismissed. Good luck and God's speed.
Hylax speed, right? Y'all need to get your story straight.
That's Zelenon. Shut the fuck up. Okay.
Selling I'm right here.
Oh.
I'm still here.
Yeah. I know you're here. Shut the fuck up.
He's a sad bug.
Yeah.
He's
Zelenon.
just a house centipede.
The only good bug's a dead bug.
Whoa. All right.
Would you like to know more?
Nope. So yeah, so then you go to your new ship, the SDF Defensive, whatever it's called, 127.
This is J12
And,
now, right?
J12,
Yeah.
and you leave the planet, and actually probably they shuttle you up to Odd Rock because the ship would be stationed out there.
Whoa, hold on. I changed my mind. If the first one was J11, we can't just +1 it. That's stupid. It needs to be J22.
What if it was K11? New class.
Every kiss
Only
begins
12. What is
with
that?
11.
That sounds familiar. Oh no, it's the labs my dad used to work at. One was K25 and one was Y12. Yeah, getting them
Don't
jumbled
tell me
up.
that secret stuff. All right. So you guys go to the actually say, and you'll find your new member of your party, and then your ship will be available at Odd Rock, and so you go to the little spaceport on Nukraka, and you see some of those what do you call them? Those seagull-looking birds you decimated flying around, and they run away knowing how scary you are. And you get on the shuttle, and they take you up through the atmosphere, out to Odd Rock.
Fraggle Rock.
I wish I could bust that song right now, like, and dub in Odd Rock as this thing. So your shuttle docks at Odd Rock and lets you off, and a soldier meets you. He snaps you a salute. Welcome back to Odd Rock, soldiers. I know you're meeting with a new member of your party. We'll lead you to her now, and your ship is ready to go as soon as you are. And so they lead you to a meeting room, and you walk in and see. Take it away, Jim.
Ooh.
Is she Demaya Lashunta or the other? The sturdy one? What
She's
is it?
a sturdy one.
Thick-boned Lashunta.
2 C's.
What did you just say? Big boned Lashunta?
Thick-boned Lashunta with
Thick
2 T's.
Phone, is that better?
No.
I imagine the meeting between Han Solo and Lando Calrissian right there on the space dock.
Or like,
No, so what? Yeah, so the officer leads the three of them in there and says, "Ma'am, sirs, I'll leave it to you to introduce and get to know each other, but you've been assigned to the mission from this point on. So let me know when you're ready. We'll take you to your ship, and we'll go from there." And he says, he goes, "I don't know much more. I know this happened last minute last night. Don't have a lot of files on this. I was just told to introduce you and let you take it." So he leaves.
Don't interrupt the doctor.
oh.
So you have multiple doctorates? Oh, okay.
Wait, stay in character. Don't explain it as a stay in character.
Wow. Do you have any combat experience?
Yeah.
I'll take that as a yes.
Wow.
All right.
Did Lashunta live a long time? I feel like I would die before I could complete 2 doctorates.
She's in a wheelchair. Did he mention that? Just kidding.
She uses the flame sword as her like to row her.
Itari, like myself, usually only live to about 40.
Wow.
So,
Really?
yeah.
Huh.
Not
I get that a lot.
Oh, I'm just call me now. That's easiest.
Plavak does one of these, like, wipes whatever he had on him, like, off his hand.
Udo does.
Puts his big dirty hand out. My name is Plavak.
I am Alteron of the Skyfire Legion.
So, dare we ask, how did you end up? Was it Zelenon or who? How did you end up signed with us?
Yeah, how'd you even learn about this?
Are you primarily signed in a research capacity, or are you? I guess what I'm getting at is I'm wondering how much of our energy and resource needs to be applied to keeping you alive versus so.
Interesting. Well, I suppose any help on this unknown mission that we seem to have gotten ourselves into will be will be useful to us anyway.
Do you happen to know any more about this Forever Reliquary situation? Suppose that is exciting.
Uncharted. Well, then let's get going.
I'm
Yeah. All right.
all right. That was a great break where I could shovel down some dinner. All right, so you buzz the attendant. Yeah, it's a little bit you're hanging out while, and then the initial guy who met you, the officer, comes back in. All right, gang, you guys ready for you ready to depart? Odd Rock, get your clearances, get your stuff on the ship, and head on out and see what the next phase of your mission brings.
Heck yeah.
Okay, I'm assuming that's a yes. Great. Let's go.
I hope to see it.
You guys are like, yeah, Nick's yawning.
Sorry. It's
Mouse
been one
is
of those
bored.
days. No, it's been one of those.
Um,
Whoa. That's some crazy armor.
That's from the core book.
She a badass though.
Yeah.
Solarian art is rare.
I think Starfinder art in general is rare. No, it's good. I like it.
Yeah. That's the thing, yes. Solarian is the like key. That's how you know it's Starfinder. That's their thing. You know? Everybody's got like the rogue, the soldier, whatever, but Solarian is very.
Yeah, I know.
It's like my favorite class.
Jim was, I know he was searching for some others, and he just put in what her measurements would be, and he got a lot of stuff that wouldn't work for this game.
Well, what's really cool about Solarians is their like trick bag is pretty varied. You can build them a lot of different ways. They can be a skill monkey kind of deal if you want. They can be like a support, or they can be like a melee fighter or a ranged fighter. Either one.
So they, the guy leads you through the spaceport of Odd Rock, and just think how kind of interesting. After the last time you were here is after you fled Susquehanna. So it was right at the end of that. You had stolen the ship. Your favorite character Xantos was with you on that ship. And Nick looks legitimately upset. It's so funny.
Hate that guy.
Looks like it's like I just named the worst guy from like elementary school or something. Like,
yep.
So it's,
oh yeah, that season finale was great. It's great.
So it's just thinking back that you had come here off of Susquehanna after that really close escape, losing Kraz, losing Zeiton, got here, and then we were able to go down to New Graka, handle some issues there, find the cave, then over to Ilum Chuva, and now you're back for this one brief stop. But I'm sure there's a lot of memories, emotions, kind of taking you back to that time, and like, man, it's you come a long way, but a lot has happened. So, and now you're on a new ship. So you
we suck way less.
We hope.
You board the ship, and who's your pilot on the ship?
Me. Now.
Yeah, I think it's Nats. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you come on, and the computer says, "Welcome, Mouse. Would you like me to alert the 3 others that you are now on board?"
3 others on the ship?
I'm taking it back to Aeon Throne.
I know. That's why I was
like, he's like, what? No, none of that happens. Sorry, I couldn't. I just felt like we were back there again. I was just like, you guys getting on a ship together. My episode 0 for Aeon Throne was kind of introducing them, getting them together, and when they got on the ship, the computer said just that. There were 3 space goblins in the cargo bay. So it was like, would you like me to alert the other 3 that you are now here and ready to leave? And they're like, what other 3? Just to let them fight a little bit, because I actually hadn't run a combat in Starfinder at that point. That was my first combat, so to run. So that's just back. Anyway. So you get on, you fire it up. So you have the coordinates, and now, so why don't you give me a piloting? Let's go to roll 20, which will be black, but I need you to roll over there is what it is.
Let's go to the piloting.
Let's go to the blankness.
Upgrade. So it's just a straight piloting check. None of my little feats would apply here. Okay.
I need a paladin check.
Here we go. 25.
Great. And the piloting check was 25.
Oh, excellent.
Very nice.
I mean, my piloting skill's plus 17, so if I screw it up, that's really bad.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So you log it in. You feel like, yep, you got it all great. It takes you. Well, you drop into the drift, so it's that weird purple pink haze that you drop into. This time it's relatively uneventful. Occasionally you see like this weird disc that almost looks like some sort of an oasis, like plucked out of somewhere. It's like got some liquid and some vegetation around it, and some weird animal in the brush, like off, that you see in the distance. Not close enough to really make out much more, but it's just floating like a disc. There's nothing else around it. It kind of drifts by, and then it takes almost like it takes 23 days to make this trip to where you're going.
Dang.
So now it's just, checking in, making sure everything's on track. You see like this weird energy, burst at one time that looks what we would call an aurora borealis kind of look, shimmering, weird shifting lights that are like, kind of this chartreuse green and yellow off to one side. You travel along and you don't, luckily Dallas is in command. He's at the controls. He's got it going on. And you finally reach your destination and leave drift travel. And you come out and the purple pink haze of the drift slides away from your transition back to the material
it's like
plane.
sliders.
You mean like small hamburgers?
No, the show with John Rice Davies and the guy from Scream 2.
I don't think I watched Sliders.
You never watched Sliders? That's some classic sci-fi right there.
I don't think I've ever even heard of it.
I remember it. I never watched it. I don't know why. So slides away back, and there's the vast emptiness of space stretches out in all directions. There are no stars. There are no planets. There's nothing that seems to be in close proximity. And as your shipboard computers, scan around, there's no sign of a comet or really anything else.
Oh yeah.
Oh, great. Well, I'll have nightmares now. Thank you for that.
I think kind of arriving here, Nals might stand up from the console or wherever he's been piloting from and kind of step up to, I'm assuming there's like an observation window of sorts in the cockpit, and just kind of stare out into the black and then turn around just confused, looking for input from the others, like kind of like forearm shrug, like this is where we're supposed to be going. Matt, we can't hear.
Yeah, sure the map wasn't upside down.
I kind of like tap on my like data pad.
Like, we hit the wormhole and came out in the wrong spot. Now it's really like Sliders.
All of a sudden, you pick up one object. It's actually Absalom Station. You went the opposite direction.
Oh.
And then Shan flies by in his shuttle. Hey, guys. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. No. So, yep. So you're out there.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Can we run a... I don't even know what. Check.
Yeah, right. Like, how do we get... If we're lost here, how do we get back? Now we're Star Trek Voyager.
Can I do like a... Yeah, I was going to say like a piloting check or a...
Yep, you can do a piloting check.
Okay, to see if we got where we were going. 31.
Oh!
Nice.
So you go back over the coordinates and you're like, these are right on. However, as you're looking at, you're like, oh, you were extrapolating present day coordinates from decades old data.
Idiot.
So there's probably some small error that just had you off track to some degree.
Okay.
So that you're not necessarily you're not close. I mean, you're not there, but you're not on the wrong path. So you're like,
Okay.
oh, so we must be in the right vicinity. We just didn't land spot on because of just how difficult it is to project over decades the path of something off of data that was old. And so you're like, okay, so you figure you probably do some specific scanning with certain parameters in mind that match the stone's kind of characteristics, and you plug that in. So someone wants to do a computer scan. So you want might come up. Who would be your computer dude?
I think that's
or
all.
lady?
That was Shane.
Might also be.
Yeah, I think it's also Nouse.
That's
So I kind of look through my piloting stuff and I'm like, all right, well, and then I walk across and sit down at the computer and 4 arms going at once. 14.
So you can pick up a faint magical signal that passed
Okay.
through about a week ago. If anyone has mysticism or physical science,
I can 8.
no, this
Okay. So what, I have to get above a 10 at the
There you go.
23. So I aided.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. So you figure out that the trail is likely due to Hylax's blessing bestowed upon the Forever Reliquary, and that trail can be tracked so that you can find it.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool.
So the way this would happen is it's no more drift travel. You would use your conventional thrusters, and it's basically like leading a bloodhound after an animal, a wounded animal. You're going to track down the scent. In this case, the magical trail that was left, using your scanners, and go from there. So.
Just as a side note to you, Kirk, because I know sometimes you don't always tell us if we fail or not. If it's a computers check, my idle lets me reroll fails. So just on computers, let me know if I fail in the future.
Actually, so just say it like that. Let me know if I fail.
Okay, cool. Then I'll do that.
I'll forget. I already know. There's so many things I'm looking at. Like,
That's fair. That's totally fair.
I want to give you the
will remember.
opportunity.
Hey,
Yep.
you can put it in the notes section of the skill on your character sheet.
Oh, I'll do that. Okay. Good
Yeah.
call.
So when it rolls it says, "Let me know if I fail."
Yep. That's a great idea. Thanks.
Good job, everybody. We can call it a night. So day one, we are going to track. You're going to track the comet's trail. So, why don't you give me your first day's computer check to track?
Ooh.
Can anyone aiding this, or is it just flat out?
The first day's computer check, you said?
I have 1 rank in it, so if nobody else can aid, I'll take a shot at aiding.
It's all you.
All right. All right, so this is the aid roll. Ah!
All right, here we go. Wait,
All
what is
right.
this? I just want to make sure I fail computers check, reroll, take the higher result. You can do it twice a day. Okay, cool. Fire. Hit the button. Try it again. 21.
Oh, I'm uncomfortable with that note.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
Is that what they
In the future. Feel a little lucky.
Stop dropping these euphemisms into your notes section?
Fine.
That is a fail.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Jiminy Cricket.
All right. Well, then I will use one of my 2 rerolls for the day.
Okay.
I can do 2 every 24 hours. So we're gonna go ahead and try this.
Can you roll? Wait, but what I want to ask is it you could actually re-roll twice or just once on 2 different rolls?
When you fail a computer's check, the computer idle allows you to reroll and take the higher result. So I guess
Right.
that would probably only be 1.
Now, I don't
Correct.
know the specifics on Starfinder, but I know that in Pathfinder, rerolls are called fortune effects, and you can never apply more than 1 fortune effect to the same roll.
Yeah, that's what I think. And the way he read it, it reads just like that. He can
Yeah,
do it
yeah.
once for every check, but he can do it twice in a day.
You're
Once
right.
for
Yeah.
every check.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, give it another roll, Z.
All right. 28.
Oh, look at that. So that works, and you're able to track down the trail and follow along for day 1. So you're like,
Cool.
And it's pretty good. It's pretty intense. Like you're kind of watching the scanners for most of the day. I would even imagine you're taking moments to sleep, but telling other people like, hey, here's how you do it. Like just make sure it's locked in and doing rotations and whatnot. Whatever. So day 2 rolls around. Let's see about your check on day 2.
Okay.
All right, aid roll.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
Yikes.
Altair just blew up the computer.
27.
Yep, and that's good for day 2. So you
Cool.
track it along. Not on a computer's check. Only the 8 of physical science check. Yeah, I would say. I mean, they aid each other, like whatever a similar check is. So it would be check to check. So at the end of the second day, you run into the scanners kind of come up, and you see there's kind of an issue that the path leads right into the path of an immense meteoroid storm.
Meteoroid.
Yeah. Metroid Prime storm. No,
Oh, boy.
meteoroid storm. To go around it would take a minimum of a week, and there would be a high probability you could lose it in the time that you're going around it.
Well, shit.
It's
Well.
possible to do
Well,
in another week. And if you lost it, you would backtrack to this point where it enters. So you lose the time. It's either a week or more going around. If you lost it, you'd have the last location of it. You could backtrack to this and try it again. Or you could go through the meteoroid storm. Yes. So you can to pilot through the storm. A gunner can shoot potential meteoroids that are in danger of damaging your ship, and the effects would be your ship gets hit by meteoroids. No.
So
You can take a number of hits.
I have the ability Sky Jockey, which, as the pilot of a starship, I either gain 1 speed in combat or 10 foot of speed when in flight when operating a vehicle or magic item. Would that reduce the time at all it would take to go around?
Read it again, please.
All right. Let me click on it so I read the full description. When you're using a device to fly, you get the most out of flying technology. When you're using a device to fly, including magic items, but not spells or natural flight, your flight speed is increased by 10 feet. For operating a flying vehicle, its flight speed is increased by 10. Though this has no impact on full speed or overland movements, when you are in a pilot role of a starship combat, your starship's speed is increased by 1. So it's stretching it, but I mean, it's kind of the same idea.
How about, I'm going to say it's really in combat. It's when you're doing combat maneuvers. It's not like it doesn't make your ship go faster. It means you can actually maneuver faster in combat because of your handling of it.
Okay. How about Swift Hunter, where
keep pulling them out?
I got a couple options.
I like it.
So the first part doesn't apply because it's about gaining information, but it says you reduce the penalty for following tracks using survival while moving at full speed to 0. So, I mean, we're kind of following a track. No? True. All right, never mind. Skip that one.
Thank you,
Jim. Thank you. And we're not in a chase. Never mind. I don't have anything for this. All right. I just see Nouse like kind of being like, well, I could do this. No, that won't work. What about this? No. And then he kind of turns and shrugs. He's like, I don't know. What do you guys want?
So let me. I'm gonna give you a little behind the curtain, which is cool.
Okay.
Because you're probably going through the Metroid storm.
Probably.
But if you had failed your checks the last 2 days, it would take longer to get through the Metroid storm.
Oh, interesting.
Like it's one of the things they built. So like if you fail the check, it's a longer, potentially more damaging trip, more extremely hazardous. And so because you made them both, you still have to get through it. It's still treacherous, but it's a little better than it would have been, which is kind of interesting. I like that.
I like that.
I like how they do things that way.
Well, it seems like maybe you were getting there slower, and so maybe this storm has grown bigger or whatever, right? Like that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
So
where's our?
Yeah, it says it literally says that for every day you delay, the storm's increasing in size.
Oh, there it is. That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's cool. So I'll tell you how it works when if you want to go through, if you want to go around and lose the trail and never find the thing, that's fine. If you
We're going through.
Sounds great.
Just go through. So it's the same thing. Captain can take demand and encourage actions during any phase, like normal. Engineer can take the hold it together and patch actions as normal if the starship takes a critical damage effect. Engineer can successfully divert power to science equipment, weapons, or shields as normal. Gunner can fire one of the starship's weapons at a meteoroid to destroy it before it strikes their vessel. And pilot performs a piloting check to navigate each round. Oh, and the science officer, if we do that, so there's 5, but there's only 4 of you, so depending on what you're going to do. Science officer can take the balance action as normal and can perform a modified scan to predict meteoroids' movement to grant a +2 bonus to either the pilot's or a gunner's next check.
Well, that's kind of
Do we have a captain?
well. I don't think so. I mean, I think the only option would really be Plavik, like
Yeah.
reasonably so, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've got enough.
What about
for
what about our
Napoleon
new guy?
to Intimidate.
I
Does the good doctor have better charisma stuff?
Solarians are charisma based.
I think if we're gonna make the newest person in our group the captain, I feel like Jim's gonna have to give us a reason as to why.
Yeah.
Hold on, I just sound of this. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I can't hear you at all of a sudden.
Oh,
Just heard the baby.
Hold on.
Yeah, her baby.
like I have no problem, Jim, with you being the captain, but I mean from like a story standpoint,
Right.
the
Yeah.
character-
Yeah.
I am the captain now.
Hello?
Hey,
Hello?
Hello.
Just
we can hear
What
you.
happened?
Okay.
All of a sudden. All right, come here. I can't hear. I don't know why I have no sound all of a sudden. I have no sound. I can't hear anything.
Weird.
I don't know why. See everybody? They're all quiet today. No one messed with this.
He's like, I'm not really in the mood for this. But
All right, waves to everybody. Yeah. Little kiss.
yeah.
Gonna say night night. There's Matt and Nick and Jim, Jack. Hi. Like Jim's waving. Uncle Jim.
Uncle Jim.
All right. What's up, baby?
Baby.
maybe he has to restart or like at least log out and log back in. Well, he ended the
Back on
call
Discord,
and then
yeah.
came back in, but I mean like actually closed Discord.
Yeah, close Discord. And it's so strange. Sometimes it seems like there's no real rhyme or reason to what fixes
Yeah.
it sometimes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's the real thing. It does a
So-
lot though. You got to give it credit.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely. So it's pretty fantastic.
So
yeah.
I heard a thing. I never listen to the radio anymore, but I had showings that started at 8 this morning. So I had the radio on and I heard this thing that they were talking about. Apparently, the number of elective facial like reconstruction surgeries has gone up significantly in the last 3 months. And they're attributing it to the fact that people are staring at themselves in Zoom calls. So normally when we have conversations with people, we aren't looking at ourselves talking, right? But now because that everybody has to stare at themselves, people have been going in and getting nose jobs and like jaw trims and like all sorts of crap. Like to a point where like they were telling people like no elective surgeries are allowed right now, and people were like, no, like you need to let me do this.
Mhm.
It's just so crazy to me. Yeah. Oh, it's so sad.
Actually, I read a colleague sent me an article the other day that it's a little depressing, but it's pretty amazing as far as like people using data for interesting ways. I think it was J.P. Morgan Chase or one of the big credit card holding companies. They used data from people's credit card purchases and tied it to spikes in COVID.
Oh,
And places that had pockets of higher spending to restaurants and bars 3 weeks later had a higher
spike
it
in
was a
COVID.
direct it was a direct correlation to spending, and places that had higher grocery store spending had decreases.
That's really interesting.
It was really fascinating to see. It's super sad, but it's also like
Yeah.
the data has been how they were able to take two very disparate data sets and make it.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear everyone now. That was so weird. I actually just restarted the whole computer. So. To test my sound, I listened to Puddle of Mud's cover. It is horrible.
It's so bad.
Yeah, just I like brought it up and went right to the middle of it because I'm like, I just want to see if I can get sound. Like I wasn't getting anything, and I was like, oh dear Lord, like it was horrible. Yeah,
so bad.
Anyway, all right, sorry about that. I don't know what the happened. And the worst part is like Kala's like getting all, why can't I come over? Why isn't he holding me? She's all because I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
She stopped crying immediately when she could see us, though, which is kind of cool.
That's what she wanted. She wanted to see you guys. Like, she in the last couple of weeks, she's gotten that. She wants what she wants now. Like, and she can express it. So she can get upset if she doesn't get it. And so like, but then when she gets it, she's fine. So it's literally not. It's just literally I really want that. So
yeah,
it's kind of cool. Oh, so you got a place.
Oh,
very cool.
That's cool.
Wow, Jim, that's fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
you live? That's awesome.
Those rock beaches are so cool. Oh wow.
Cool.
Awesome.
Wow, that's so nice, though, Jim. That's awesome.
Yeah, what a cool place. Seriously, man, that's great.
Yeah.
It's a cool house too. The house itself is really neat.
Wait, what? Well, I'm making a trip out to kill those dogs. So, well, so dog violence. Well, it's cruelty for them to be alive, to be honest. Everyone except.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I've seen dog. Yeah.
So there's room? Where's she gonna stay? Like, is she gonna move in? Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Oh, that's kind of neat. That's super cool. She's got her own. She's got her own deck and everything. Her own X. It looks like an access. Yeah. Yeah, that's. Oh, nice.
Mhm. Yeah.
Cool.
Jim, how far is that? Like driving and stuff like that to Portland versus. Oh wow, that's not bad at all. It looks like you're not terribly far from Salem either. I guess Salem's probably about. Cool. Really cool. That's exciting. Congrats. That's great.
Well, yeah, it's like going to San Francisco from maybe just a little bit longer. So not bad.
Two.
Nice.
That adds there. Yeah. Yeah, there's that little town called Yashay or whatever it's called, which I loved when I was. I love that place. The Acacia. It's so cool. Cute little town.
That's neat.
QQ.
When's the plan for that,
All
Jim?
right.
Because oh wow, fantastic. Nice. Sweet.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah.
All right. So I think we were going to go through the Metroid Storm.
Yeah. Be bold.
All right.
Or-
And you do have.
I think I end up with a +9.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mary Sue coming in here.
yeah. I'm I'm +10, but I think we need me in piloting.
You need a pilot.
There is a science officer. I'm not sure if it's beneficial for us to.
No,
Or-
I think can't remember. Computers is I think you're right.
Engineers, engineering. Let's see, pilot.
Right.
Science officers, computers. What's your diplomacy score? Oh wow, okay, that's not bad at all. Your PC for Kirk is only 15.
I would think the way I read about it, and I heard somebody say that they liked playing that captain role is not to like if you're using intimidate, not to be like, I'm gonna kill you, and not like if you're
Yeah.
using diplomacy to be like, go guys, but like to be like the one that's like, yo, now so you got this, like he just did this thing over here, that's helping over like you know what I mean? Like you're like the go between of the station because we're all doing something, so you're checking in on yeah, basically.
That's cool. That's a neat way to think of it.
I also think that in intense situations, when we're dealing with stress, right? We can get nervous, we can get, anxious and whatever. And so I think it's like I'm imagining you're doing something really hard, and someone comes along and is like, "All right, you're doing great. I see you're right where you need to be. Like, keep doing it. Don't forget about everything else. Don't listen to whatever." And and sometimes it's that like it's almost like a coach of a sporting team, right?
Yeah.
Like if you ever play a sport and your coach is like brings you in and goes, you know what? You got knocked down the last time, but you're doing great. Like and also like, all right, and you do great. Like just because someone has fed into you and got your mind back on track. And that's how I see it. And I think it's both ways. You have the asshole coaches that scare you into doing the right thing, and you have the encouraging coaches who love you into doing the right thing. And it might all come from love. It's just a different way of doing it. But that's how I think of intimidate or encourage is like a coach.
That's cool. I saw somebody
They work differently.
I saw somebody I was watching somebody play theirs out the other day, and he said like his best intimidate check was like the pilot was trying to do something, and he literally turned around, and it wasn't intimidating the pilot. He turned to everyone else and goes, "Shut the fuck up! Let him fly the plane." And like that was really cool. You know what I mean? Like that's fun.
Or it's like it's the problem is you decide whatever you want. It's not based on the person doing it too, because it's one of those like different people are motivated different ways. But I can also see it being like, look, don't fuck this up because you'll get us killed. And it brings that extra focus in on like, oh shit, okay, I got to do this. And but different people it doesn't take that into account. But I see it both ways, right? Like I can see that of like it just makes you focus. You're like, okay, oh shit, okay, I got to get on this. Like, so I like it.
Let's have a higher.
You can encourage every round. You can only demand one person once per combat, once per each person. Pretty sure that's how it works.
I also think that way. I want to say I think that's probably combat rules, not spaceship. Like, we have those cards. Is it on the spaceship cards that we use? Okay, cool.
I think this is kind of from an in-game point too. I'm not thinking our characters have all sat down and had this conversation, right? But I just see Mouse immediately just going to start flying. Plavik kind of moves his way to the guns. You see Alteran just heads to the engine room or whatever. And so you're left kind of just like, what am I going to do?
There's just this big empty captain seat just right there. Just chilling. You didn't really mean to be captain.
And this is how you incorporate yourself into the group. Like how you handle this right now is how we're gonna respond to you. So no pressure.
Way to intimidate, Nick.
No, you can only act once per turn, but you can go whenever you're needed.
So, and remember, in this one, the captain can demand and encourage during any phase as normal. Those are the two things it lists for this. Engineer can hold it together and patch as normal. Gunner can fire at a meteoroid. Pilots, and science officer can balance, action as normal, and scan to give a +2 to either pilot or gunner. So let's do this. Who's gonna look at your ship and track effects and all kinds of things?
I can do it.
Got it.
Please not.
I've got it up. I'll do it.
All right.
All right. So here we go. What is going to happen now? What will you do?
All right. Yep. So now engages the thrusters forward into the storm. Following the I'm making sure too. Are we locked onto this trail? Do we know how to go through this like where the trail is going through the storm?
It will map it out as you go through.
Okay.
So
All right.
it's kind of like I would say it's a every day you're tracking onto it and just making sure you stay on it. And so I'm going to say you don't have to worry about it going through. It'll keep picking it up as you move forward along the trail.
Okay, good. All right. Well, then I think it's going to start firing us forward and attempting to not get hit by comet.
All right. So you're pilot. Who's gunner?
I think Alteran and Plavik.
If I'm not needed elsewhere.
And Jim, you're captain. Is everyone doing engineer?
Came in, has all the skills, day one captain. I don't appreciate the way you play favoritism with your brother's character.
Exactly.
She's just reading the book. She goes to the back. Call me when we're done.
Any engineer, science officer? Anyone do any science officery stuff? Because that
I
would
have
have been
nothing in that. Jack, do you have anything in those?
I could engineer, but is that
So
better? I mean, we don't need two gunners, I don't think. So I should probably engineer.
well, and
You
in
can
every
always
round,
switch.
correct. It's the science officer, the one that can give a bonus to either piloting or gunner. So that's kind of what I was asking. So no one can do that. So Nick's on his own. All right. You can encourage him. All right. So tell me what you're doing.
What tier is our computer?
We have a tier 4. Wait,
What? Whoa.
Hold on. Where the heck would that be?
On the
Bonuses 4. Mark 4.
4. Yeah. I think
so. That means 4 times per round we can get a +1 bonus to a check.
Oh wow! So pretty much.
So Nick's not totally on his own.
Yeah,
we got the computer.
You can take a +1 from the computer.
Nice.
All right.
So into the storm.
Yep. So first piloting check.
I just feel like the first time that you, and how do you say your name again, Jim? Sidween. Okay. I feel like the first time. Fair. Well, she introduced herself as Dr. Sidween. So, all right. So I feel like the first time Dr. Sidween kind of goes to encourage, says that, I'm probably like, I look over my shoulder and then kind of like, all right.
Who the hell are you?
Yeah. Well, roll your encourage check.
He did 27.
So she's like an adjunct professor, right?
Yeah.
So I just love the idea that she immediately comes in and thinks she's gonna teach everybody how to do everything.
No, so the way that I'm gonna play this is Nouse is probably like, it's still encouraging, right? But he's like, I'm gonna show her a thing or two, and he like,
Well, I would say that that's a good roll. So you have to take into effect how effective that roll is, right? So
right.
So it's probably, she said it in a way that's surprisingly effective. So, normally, yeah, I know your dog's going. That, if you rolled lower or failed, especially, but since you got it, you probably were, said the right thing, and it was just like, kind of like, all right. So I can't wait to. Yeah, it's taking this dog out. We're moving this dog.
House has the hots for your character, and he's showing off. That's what it is.
Nick had to go get a cold rag to put on the back of his neck.
Someone knocked.
Said, I can't wait to see what you can do, big boy.
Okay. Well, oh, I like that. No, I like that. That's good. Okay.
Isn't that
Now-
the line from the beginning of one of the Star Trek movies? They say that? Something like that? Yeah, all right, okay.
Jim came up with it. It's all his own. All right, here's the piloting check.
Yeah, so you have a +1 and you have a +3 overall.
So add 3 to that.
All right. Yeah, that wasn't a great roll for you, was it?
No.
So you maneuver in, and you don't do that well, actually. And the scissors pick up 6 meteoroids hurtling toward your ship.
Okay. Shit.
Good God.
All right. Gunner phases.
Okay. So it's just clawback, right? So we're going to. They're in our forward arc.
If you hear anything, I can jump on a gun.
Yeah. Correct.
So who's shooting which gun then?
What's your to hit or your plus check?
Unranged. Mine's 9.
So it's
Hopefully Nick rolls higher than a 7 next time. Let's put it that way.
The odds are in my favor, I think. So
They are.
So you and I have the same, Jack.
Okay, then who cares? You can have the turret.
Actually, I don't think we have a turret weapon. I think it's just the 2 big ones in the front plus the 2 on the sides.
That's weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Then let's shoot the big boys.
Okay, I'll shoot the big one.
All right, I'm gonna. I'm just gonna hit my attack roll button here, but it's.
Although if that's a +2, then that's a or +1, so 13.
All right, so you fired. So yours is a 16. Correct?
It is a 16.
All right.
Unless you're taking one from the computer, right, Jack?
Left. If we have ones left, then yeah.
I think we would. We have 4 per round, right?
That's true. I guess that means everybody gets one.
Yeah, exactly. So those rolls are all 1 high. 1.
So that shot goes right past it, almost hits it, misses it.
That miss.
Yeah.
Add more.
Yeah, add more to that.
19.
Whatever we needed to hit it, just make it that.
Oh, yeah. And I didn't see Plavix. Sorry, I was looking for another square. So
Yeah,
both of them shoot past and do not connect, and 6 meteoroids smack into your ship.
Jeez.
I'm trying.
That is a lot of meteors.
Yeah,
People
that
in space.
It is.
Y'all gonna die in space.
Crash landing 2, electric boogaloo.
Nice.
All right. So. Dun, 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 dun. Holy moly. You take 3 of them smash into your forward shields, and you take 21 points of damage.
Wow.
oh, this is gonna suck.
We were already almost effed in the.
2 hit your port shields for 14 points of damage.
Mm.
And 1 hits your starboard shield for 6 points of damage.
This playlist is pretty rad, man.
Yeah, isn't that cool? We're already below 60% shield.
That's terrible.
All right, that is your first round into the dealio. Round 2.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
So plus 5.
All right. Here we go. Add 5 to that.
Oh.
All
right. So you you go on in and just you're just like a little nervous, a little thrown off, and wham, 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 oh, and so you're like, fuck this, and you next turn pass all the meteoroids. You make it through all of them on that turn. Nothing hits you. I think the response and everything, nothing comes your way.
I didn't like being yelled at, so
You probably
had to watch for this lady at first.
You
And
didn't
he was
like piloting and getting smacked by 6 meteoroids and getting yelled at.
Well, he wanted to impress this lady, and so, naturally, he got the jitters, and it caused him to mess up. And he's like, man, I really embarrassed myself. But then that lady turned into a total bitch and yelled at him. So he's like, oh, she's not hot. I don't give a shit about her.
That's right. Now, round 3. So you made it through that. Good job. And next round, moving through. You're still on track for the comet, and you're moving through the meteoroid field.
So I just straight piloting this time, Jim, or are you doing it
So we
first?
want to do an engineer. Jack, do you want to rebalance?
Nice. Cool.
So encourage, so plus 3.
Oh,
No.
Mhm.
Plus 1.
30.
So 31. Is that what it is?
Yep, 31.
All right. So you bob and weave and tracking our. He's leaving right now. 4 meteoroids are heading toward your ship.
Okay. Do you guys think we should rebalance the shields, or do you think we should have Jack, or just have 2 gunners?
I need to make some rolls here before I go. Okay.
What do you guys think as far as that?
I mean, you're looking at the numbers.
We have 4 in the front out of 25, 11 on one side, 19 on the other, and 25 in the rear. We're 59 out of 100 total.
So if we resplit them, it'll be 15 each side.
Okay.
And then how much did they mess us up last time?
It depends. Or the forward shields one hit us for 21 points of damage.
That's so much.
I say we redistribute the shields if we can.
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
the DC?
So the last time there were 6. 3 hit your front, 2 hit your port, 1 hit your starboard.
We don't know where they're going now, though, right?
Right.
We just know there's 4. So what's the DC to redistribute?
It's, hold on, I'm looking for it. Bounce shields, of course, it says C back for more. Bounce shields, mover spread. If we want to spread everything evenly, it's not helpful. Doesn't.
So 5 cents.
DC is 10 plus 1.5 our ship's tier.
Yeah, that's what I figured it'd be, but I didn't want to assume. What tier is our ship? Like 4?
7.
7?
Yep.
All right, so that's a DC 20. I had plus 10. 50-50 shot. Oh, plus 1 from the computer.
Right.
So.
Wait,
I did it.
but Balance is a science officer.
Oh,
Not an
which one?
engineering.
Which one can engineer do?
Oh, engineering.
Engineer does divert power, hold it together, patch.
Overpower, all that stuff.
Yeah,
Which
and this one is just hold it together and patch
And
actions.
it's a computer check, though.
Science officer does balance.
Shit.
Oh, well, that's
All right. Well, then, what does patch do? Does they give us more shields? No, I don't think it does. I think you ignore it.
Critical damage stuff, yeah. Glitching and all that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what did I roll? I'll use that for my attack roll then. It's a 10. So that would be same number. So that's just my attack roll then. I'll just shoot a gun.
All right, you blast one out of the sky.
Yay.
Just out of space, I should say, not the sky.
Out of the
Product.
space.
Yeah, out of the space
Out
air.
of the vacuum.
Now they're back.
And I got +1 for the item. Computer. So this is all included. 17.
Yours just misses.
Okay. Well, Jack's hit, you said? Oh, I guess we don't have to roll damage. I just did it.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Well, no, roll damage. Tell me what Jack's damage is.
Let me see. I'm going to push the. Oh, choose token. Okay, no, we have to actually.
You just have to hand do this one because it's a little weird.
6 points.
So, he destroys that one. And then there's 3 left. You take 11 points of damage to your forward shields.
Your 0 forward shield. 7 into the hull. Okay.
And you take 24 points of damage to your aft shields.
Takes that down to 1.
I rolled max damage on that.
These are ridiculous.
All right. Now, at this point, now as you're looking at your scanners, you're pretty sure you're over halfway through this storm.
Okay.
So round 4.
All right.
And you took some hull points, right? The one that hit the front.
Oh yeah, we're down in the hull point.
Well, what other things can you do, Jim? Can you encourage the others?
What else can you do?
I guess that's true.
True. Do you
All
have
right.
any computer skill, Jim? Okay. Honestly, it might be worth.
Yeah.
It might be worth. Well, no, he'd have to roll an 18. Yeah, you'd have to roll an 18 to balance the shields. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it.
All we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't. We
Okay.
don't have that to balance anything. We don't have
Yeah,
much
that's true.
shields to balance right now. Anyway.
Nick just needs to roll another 20.
Yeah, right.
So
All
plus
right.
3 to the pilot check.
Okay, here we go.
Don't fumble.
Yeah, thanks.
Heyo.
29. No.
Well, no,
not
add
great.
3 to that. Add 3 to that.
Oh. All right. Yeah, you can just put in plus 3 to your roll too. No
Oh,
sweat.
how do I? Oh, in
Um,
here, miscellaneous. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't mean to click that again.
No,
Thank
yeah.
God I used it now.
Exactly.
Very nice.
So that was good. It actually bumped you up a tier, and only 4 meteoroids are heading toward your ship.
Okay. Try to hit these mofos out the sky now. Plavak's roll. Jeez.
That's a hit.
Okay, I'll say it's better than it's been.
Oh, mine's not.
Auton misses. And what's your damage, Plavak?
I'm gonna try something quick.
We are just getting peppered by these.
Never mind.
meteorites.
Anyway, I was hoping there'd be a cool way for me to do the damage.
Yeah.
We don't item out. Let's see.
Aha! What is the speed of our ship?
Our speed is.
Never mind.
Well, you
34 points.
that
It's
obliterates it. Crazy.
Actually, because I'm the pilot, our speed is 9.
Still irrelevant, but cool.
Oh, sweet.
Depending on what your speed is, you can actually get a bonus to your piloting checks, but 8 to 10 is no bonus.
Yeah, so that's where Sky Jockey actually does come into place because as pilot, we gain +1.
Yeah.
So your port shield takes 11 points of damage.
That brings us down to 0 port.
And your starboard takes 4 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. Round 5. And it looks like this could be your last round in the field. You might be coming out of the storm. So, whoa, big, nice, high, +2 from Jimbo. So +3 to the Nikki. So let's see what we
Jimbo
got.
and Nikki. Is that what we are now? Is Jimbo and Nikki? All right, here we go.
Yeah.
I'm adding the bonus this time. +3. Here we go. Oh. Oh
You get some
no.
kind of special reroll once in a while.
Damn.
I don't know
Look
what
at-
to say. I do not know what to say.
We're all gonna die.
It's as if he decided to drive into the biggest cluster of meteoroids out there.
He steered us straight in the water. No, not that way.
I'm tired of this Lashunta telling me what to do. I'm ending it now.
I feel like now
right.
it's like turned around to like brag about the last set he dodged just in time to like smash it into another one.
That's pretty funny.
So you have 8 meteoroids heading towards you.
Fuck us.
Oh man.
These are incredibly high DC.
I mean, you add 20 to the skill. That
Well,
means you should reliably get a 30.
clearly that's not the case.
You just have some bad rolls. So 1 obliterated.
This was 1. Shit, man.
And 1 miss. So
We're about to just fuck.
You know, I'm only ever on fire or awful. I never have regular.
See, I think I just ping pong back and forth between crit fails and crit passes. I will take average every day over this.
Yeah.
2 smash into the aft shields for 14 points of damage.
13, you said?
14.
Okay.
2 hit your starboard shields for 16 points of damage.
Okay. 0. Okay. We have 0 shields.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And 3 hit your forward for 24 points of damage.
Aye.
Okay.
They should just change the name of the game from Starfinder to Space is a Bitch.
Oh, it is.
It's not that I don't like it in concept. It's just that we suck at it.
You don't have a science officer, which would have really helped. And Nick had a couple of bad rolls and had a couple of good rolls. I mean, 1 really good roll.
Yeah.
So, and actually, I don't think you hit asteroids 50% of the time on your gunner checks. Maybe 50.
We didn't. Yeah.
I mean, so roll. That's the game, right? At least
I'm not complaining. I'm just bemoaning.
yes. So you then you exit the storm on the far side. You've made it through. You're still on the trail. You took a pretty good battering. Probably not feeling so great about that passage, but you're through, and you can continue on tracking the comet.
If the doctor says that behind me after we just get out of there, I'm literally standing up and like stomping out of the room. And like 2 minutes later, I come back and I'm like,
you just see him
again,
float past the viewport out into space. Yeah.
Fingers
good fucking kid.
All four. How do you do 4? That'd be
4 birds.
Okay. So you're going to keep tracking, and you have more days to do that. So,
Oh, good.
Set computers.
Let me see what we're doing. Yep, it's still computers checks.
So here's first.
How does it work as far as fixing the shields and the hull and all that stuff while we're still?
I don't think you can. I think you have to do it like at a spaceport, don't you?
Yeah. That's what I would imagine, but I'm not 100%.
Yeah, I have
I
no
think
idea.
the shields do, but I don't think the ship.
The hull points stay where they are. It's almost like stamina, like we're stamina versus hit points, where you can get your stamina back, but your hit points stay beat up until you're healed.
Yeah. So I think
That makes
shields will
sense.
regenerate, and then you're.
Okay.
If you want to look it up while we're doing this.
The core rulebook says cost is largely at GM discretion, and how it's handled is also typically. So,
For the shields?
I didn't look up shields. I was looking up repairing the
Oh.
ship.
Oh, okay.
No, just shields. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so if we're just cruising along, they'll eventually be.
Correct.
Yeah, as long as
So
we're
all
not
your shields-
actually getting murdered.
Yeah, so as soon as you come out, 3 ships. No. So, yep. So go ahead and put your all your.
It's that engineering check thing that's the problem.
Anyway, we don't need to do it now. It's just there for reference later. That's all.
Yep. So go ahead and you can put all your shields back. We'll just say that you're gonna track for a little bit. So
Okay.
So go ahead and give me a computers check.
Okay. Computers.
Ooh.
Great. You're on track. And so you do great. Another day.
Okay. I get a reroll.
Yeah.
Oh no!
So that day you lose track. It basically takes you the whole day to get back on track.
I just see the computer going haywire, and like Alteran comes in and bangs it a few times, but we lose a day.
It converts over to like an asteroid screen. And you're just like,
Like, I just don't know what kind of comet you have to track daily. When in the real world, we can predict where they'll be like in 400 years.
magic.
It's the same reason these guys wear their military caps indoors, Jack.
Yeah, you're right.
And salute when they shouldn't. All these problems.
Magic.
Why do we play this game? So dumb.
You're right.
So not realistic.
Yeah.
I know. Why can't it just be real and we go to work someday?
I just want the Yahtzee.
All right. Give me computers check.
All right, here we go.
Another day.
22.
Yeah. Give me another computers check. Coming along.
15.
No.
Got to reroll that one.
Yeah.
But only one per thing, right? So.
Yeah. One
Yep.
check.
All right. So 25.
Yep. Good.
Yay.
Give me another computers check.
Really
the
death
button.
by skill check
25.
There you go.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right, you in this area of space, you realize you're coming toward an ionized nebula. And you all of a sudden realize that it is obscuring the trail. The output from the nebula has kind of interfered with your scanning abilities. And so you suddenly realize, oh shit, I can't follow this thing anymore. However, as you are searching the area and realize this, you also see that a small Sheeran-style starship is floating inside the nebula. Occasionally, bolts of electricity occasionally striking its hull.
Hmm.
Correct. from the nebula to hit the ship.
That's what we call foreshadowing, kids.
Can we try to hail the ship to see if anybody is it clearly derelict, Kirk, or is it
You can do a computer's check to scan it.
okay? Let's do that. Gotten really good at finding that button. Is that a pass, or should I do it again?
You should do it again.
Okay. Well, 22 it is.
So you don't pick up anything on your scans, and you don't think you did it right.
Not seeming to work.
And but you can hail it.
We can what?
hail the.
Okay.
So you open up comms.
Well, do we want to hail it?
Fully open it fully, and say something, and put yourself on video, and do the whole thing.
Well, first to the group, are we hailing this ship? Do we want to do that?
Yeah, I mean,
All
what's
right.
our other option?
All right. Well, then I'm gonna just click the button to open the hailing channel. Do we have any idea the name of this ship from our scan, Kirk, or no? Nothing.
Yeah. So when you open hailing, you realize you can access the ship's transponder.
Okay.
So you're getting some information. Some of it's scrambled by the nebula. The ship is the name is the Eternal Melody.
It's a little foreboding.
You're right.
Hauntingly
so-
beautiful.
And
yeah.
the language it's in. It's either melody or death. You're not sure.
Well,
It's closely related concepts throughout all of history.
so I
Eternal
I
Melody.
open up the.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and you get a strange hissing sound back from the weird staticky hissing sound back from the hailing frequency.
So as we're kind of getting this weird hail, I'm just gonna try and patch through and just say, "Attention, Sheeran ship, Eternal Melody. We are traveling this direction. You seem to be in need of help. Can we assist you?"
Yep.
Kind of turn and shrug at the other.
You just sounded like the what's the Han Solo trash compactor when he's like,
yeah.
the way your cadence was your cadence was just like that. Like,
Well, I just imagine now, trying to pick his words carefully because SDF may not be welcome. We also hadn't really named our ship. What are we? So he's just kind of and Jim, I loved your thumbs up.
So nothing comes back. You can do another either just computers or physical science check for me. Whoever wants to do either one of those.
Yeah, do
As
physical
you're
science.
you're looking at the scans and whatnot, and kind of looking at
That's it,
everything.
motherfucker.
Yeah, so she realizes that with the nebula that there definitely is, some danger in piloting into it, that electrical arcs could strike the vessel, just like they're striking the Eternal Melody. Could cause some systems to short out. However, the Eternal Melody is in a pocket that's of relatively low activity, so the bolts you're seeing striking are pretty far apart and pretty low. So that you would probably be your ship would be fairly safe once you were close enough to it. If you wanted to go in and check it out to board.
Oh. That's saw.
BRB, gotta go pee.
All right, everyone take a pee break.
Pee break.
Pee break.
Thank you.
Now we're done shit talking people.
I was about to drop one more. I'm glad you started recording. We'll save it for next show that no one will hear. All right. So we finished. You realized you could make it to the Eternal Melody to check it out. It'd be a little hazardous on the way, but you probably have a little still pocket you can sit in to investigate the ship. So go investigate the ship.
So go do
Yeah.
Go do that.
that. Beat us aboard.
That would be awesome. So it is more piloting checks. So let's see.
I'll do some of those.
One other crew member can aid the piloting on each check.
Oh.
Does anybody else have piloting?
With
I believe I do. I don't know how much. I am at 5.
what
So I
was
guess small bucket.
your? A 24 was your check. What was the? Okay. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. They build in a lot of little things. Like if Jim's physical science check had been higher, there would have been a bonus to these rolls as well.
Huh.
So it's just interesting. They have like, the higher you get on different things, the more kind of some of them are carrying over, which I haven't really seen before. But we haven't done a lot of piloting stuff. So
That's cool.
like the whole if you what does it say? If in the beginning your pilot checks didn't go well and you took longer, it would have been longer through the asteroid field or meteoroid field. So just interesting stuff like that they're doing. Okay. So that's an aid. So a +3 to your piloting check.
I'm gonna add it in this so that it's there.
What's your plus for piloting? Just
It's usually a +17, so now it'll be a
+20. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. So you start your way into the nebula. You start moving in. Your scanners kind of, all your sensors kind of give a little feedback. And your first segment, you're fine. You make it through. You're able to kind of weave your way through the ionized space clouds. So let's do round 2, moving toward the Eternal Melody.
Ooh.
Slavic aids.
Oh,
Let's see what we got.
Nice, Pavak.
So +3 to this now, you said?
Yep. +3.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, I clicked the. Here we go. 33 again.
Weave your way through the clouds. All is well. It's a beautiful day in the nebula.
I feel like we're very nicely flying towards this thing as it continues to get struck by lightning.
No, I mean, you were watching for a while as you were there. A couple bolts hit it, so it's not a lot.
Oh, okay.
It's
All right.
a little pocket.
You did say that. Never mind.
So round 3, Slavic does not aid, so +1 to your piloting check.
29. That's already +1.
So you weave your way through, and a bolt of electricity hits your ship.
Fuck. Is the DC fucking 30? That's crazy. But I get it.
But I get it.
Get it.
I mean, when I've got a +17.
And so your sensors are glitching.
Great. Because we didn't need those.
And they're glitching. So round 4.
I could really use some help.
Yep.
$39.
Piece of cake, smooth sailing right through everything. And you're very close now to the Eternal Melody. One more check, and you will sidle up next to it to take a look-see.
Last
So
time
let's
that jinxed
do
the
it.
shit out of him, man. Come on.
I'm gonna pull a Dax and just smash right into
With
it.
explosion, ball of fire.
All right, so that's an aid. So +3,
Yep.
29. Fuck.
Another ball. You bobbed it.
Oh, fudge.
And that is your power core is glitching.
Wow,
That's bad news.
that is bad news.
So mark those on your sheets.
Yep. Yep.
Trying to eat.
But then you ease
Fucking
into
us
that
up.
little pocket of lesser activity, close to the Eternal Melody.
Fuck.
It's lovely. I'll show you something real quick. So you probably see it, but so it's a sheer ship, so it has that kind of look to it, that kind of rounded, right? So there's a couple Sheeran ships, so it kind of has that look to it as you get close to it. And okay, you can tell the exterior is highly kind of corroded and marked. So someone give me an engineering check.
I can do that. Boop. No, I cannot.
Nope. So you're looking at it and you're like, yep, it's corroded and marred.
Yeah. What do you want me to do with this shit? Give me something that works.
And then life science check.
Can we aid? Or are these individual checks?
Sure, you can aid. Yeah.
How many people can aid? Did we decide with that?
1 per check.
It really. Usually, it's good to limit it to just one. But it's
Okay, I'm just asking.
Oh. So you're looking at this. This is awesome.
Does that mean it's actually awesome, or does that mean it's awful?
No, it means it's awesome.
Question mark?
It's some awe. It's so you look at it and you're looking at the damage and what's done, and you realize that the damage is most likely, almost positively, signs that it had an encounter with a starship-sized creature.
Ooh, okay. That's kind
And
of
because you really know what it is, you're like, that's a creature. Wait, that thing probably fought a stellar protozoa.
oh.
I don't want you to look up information on it. You just know what it is.
Yeah, learn about it.
I will show you what it looks like.
Wait, I kind of want only Jim to see it and then have to describe it.
And you make him look and see how well he does.
Okay, I'm going to hold up the book with a picture, so if you don't
All
want
right.
to see it.
Protozoa.
Protozoa. Picture's down. You're okay, Nick. You're okay,
Okay.
Nick.
Just make it up. We won't know.
And now she's just like, oh, this is very interesting. I
Ugh.
like it's a perfect Plavik response. Just
Ugh.
oh.
Yeah.
Well, our sensors are glitching. I don't know. Probably. I think.
Glitching. Glitching. All check. -2. You could take a moment to patch this the damage for your power core and your
right. The
Seems like a good idea.
I give you one check for each. Yes. It is
Yeah.
check. What's the thing again? It's the level is the thing.
It's 10 plus 1.5 are tier.
Yeah, which is what, 7? Did you say?
7's a tier.
Yeah.
So 20.
Who you? Engineer has
Yes.
0.
I have a +6.
So try to aid Jack.
So you can aid Aaron. Yeah.
Here we go. Aid didn't know.
No aid and no. So you didn't really say what you're trying to fix. So that's the power core you're working on. I just rolled a die to determine half-half. So you can't fix the power core, and now you can try to work on the sensors. Same thing. Aid, check.
Do the aid first.
Nick, aid.
Yep. I gotta working on it. Sorry, I was in Hero
What,
Lab.
Nick? God,
Engineering. Engineering.
just pick a number. Don't pick that one. Okay.
All right. So the sensors are corrected. So mark that down. Get rid of the glitching condition. Oh,
Oh, I've heard this song before.
okay.
Which one is this? Hawk Road by Night. I can tell
Why don't
because it's
we-
like the hawk scream in it.
Why don't we go to the map?
Let's go to the map.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh.
I
lame.
think you can just load it in.
Tacticaltoken.org is really easy to make tokens with.
Yeah.
I think it's .org. So I don't want it.
Yeah. Literally, if you just Google RPG token, it's called tactical token something.
I could probably make that in a couple minutes as well. Don't put them on the ship.
Are we
No,
placing?
you're looking at
Shan's on
you
the
can tell how did Shan get here? Hold on.
He did. He got shot into the sun.
They got shot into the sun.
Wait, who's Shan?
Got shot into the sun.
Yeah. That guy that ditched us? I don't.
Okay. Second. Give me a minute or two.
Hmm.
Did I tell you my ferret story the other day, Matt?
No.
So I went on a listing appointment the other day, and it was a team lead. So it was sent to me, which means at most I can make 40% after 25% referral out to a company that sent it to us. So realistically, it's not a great lead in the first place. Then I get that. Well, I do the comps, and I realize that it's a trailer that I'm going to, and the trailer has been set on a foundation basement, so it's technically a permanent
It's
location.
no longer a mobile home.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we get to this house, and I go in, and I'm actually pleasantly surprised. They've done some nice updates to it. Like it's livable. It's not in a great location, but it's livable and it's nice. Whatever. Um, and as we're walking, they show me the house, and I sit down. They have no kitchen table, so we're sitting at the couch, which I don't like giving an appointment at. Long story short, something is making a ton of racket in the other room, and it's the room that we had not gone in. And she goes, "I'm so sorry. They're not going to stop until they get to say hello."
Oh, Jesus.
And I was like, okay, thinking dogs or cats. She opens the door, and these two ferrets shoot out of the room. One immediately runs up my leg and is like on my lap, and the other goes into my bag with all my paperwork and is just like rooting around. And I am like, what am I like? And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. They just like need to say hello. And then she picks them up and sets them on her lap. And so I gave a listing presentation to two ferrets. And I
Like you do.
semi affectionately refer to this as my ferret trailer. And it went live today. And so now I have a ferret trailer for sale for
Aw.
$230,000.
Where is the ferret trailer?
Yikes.
Where is the ferret trailer?
It's right in Annapolis.
What's the address? I'm going to Zillow it.
It is 1813 Cope.
Do you not have a character sheet or anything for this character?
Oh, it is up. You can see it.
I hope the ferrets are in this
I don't think the ferrets are in the pictures.
picture. It doesn't say
What a
anything
waste.
about ferrets in here, Nick.
Yeah,
You're really underselling.
specifically intentional.
You're really underselling the place if you don't include something about ferrets.
No, just hold tight.
And it's actually the sad part is the house is actually fairly nice for what it is. But it is in a very tough location to sell a house. We had 3 showings within the first half an hour that were scheduled, and all 3 canceled when they drove up to the house without going in, which is really
Oh.
Yeah, it can't be.
All right, you should have a character there, Jim. Doctor with the thing and the token. So that's
Doctor?
also,
Doctor.
all right. It took me a little bit. Okay. So come on up. So you notice there are, when you pull up, you see the damage, you realize what might have probably caused that damage, and that there are several breaches through the hole. You can see them on the map around the spaceship. So you can, after a brief spacewalk,
Nice.
board the ship through any of those breach points.
Oh, it's our choice.
Yep. That's why I said don't put anything on it. So you guys
So
can
as-
talk about what you want to do and how
As
you
we
want to board
survey
the
the
ship.
city, as we
Um,
survey it, we can kind of choose our spot.
Yeah, I'll say, you kind of get close and move around it, take a look. You notice the different breach points. You can scan it up close and can tell they're there. As you're looking, you see no lights coming out from any of those openings. It is pitch black inside. and terrifying.
Right.
Dang.
Anybody have a preference on where to go in?
This, because it's the left of the left.
Okay.
All right. Good as any place I know of.
This is a big man. I'm also way out.
She's way over there.
Doc,
I didn't quite get. I didn't get the memo.
Good thing we're tied together, Base.
Yeah.
All right. Who has dark vision?
I do.
Or
I have
You
the
do?
ability to have dark vision.
okay. Slavic?
Oh,
I do not. I have low light vision, and I have not yet. Oh shit! Did we have? We had time to buy stuff when we were where we were, right?
yep.
Yeah.
I literally have like 5,000 credits that I haven't spent.
What?
Yeah, I didn't buy any.
I only had 1,000 credits, so I just didn't spend any, except for
You
some.
can murder
ammo.
Plavic and take his credits. Leave him here.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've already planned my recapture of Shan. Take his shit.
I definitely would have bought
He thinks he's safe.
that one hybrid upgrade or whatever it is that gives you dark vision. It's really the only. It's the only useful thing.
Those sensors that are really helpful.
Yeah, they really are.
Sorry, I was replugging in my monitor. The dog likes to lay on the cord and unplug it.
So nice and warm.
Yeah.
All right. So you can see down the corridor.
So everybody can see now, except Plavak.
Correct.
All right, go wait in the ship, Plavak.
Well-
unless Kirk's gonna let him retcon the purchase.
Yeah, let's retcon a purchase so that we're not trying to map them out separately.
Hooray!
Oh, I guess that's fine.
I kind of like that. I wish dark vision or wasn't as accessible because like it's just super cool to have limited. Like I actually think it should be super high level, but I guess it doesn't make
there
sense.
are like half a dozen ways to get it too. That's
I know it's like everyone can get it in any way if it's not racial. And I just think like when we did that moving through and unveiling areas, like there's especially with space. I think in Pathfinder I'm actually more okay with it. Like, but I think with space, like just that you can't see and you have to. I don't know. I just wish it was more like that. So it felt that more danger part to it. Okay. So. What are you doing? Talk me through what you're doing. You float across, you find this opening in the hull, you come into the deck, onto the corridor. You know, you're seeing a corridor that runs kind of along the ship. Door on the left, a couple doors on the right, door on the left, on the right at the far end.
Well, if we're in 0G, I don't really want to.
You are. So there's no gravity on this ship.
Yeah, I don't want to stop myself yet.
Well, so everyone's walking, and generally it says everyone's suits have magnetic grapplers in the boots.
Oh,
That's
all
one of
right.
the things I read about it. So everyone's walking as normal through the ship.
Well, that changes everything.
Your wings don't work, but you can walk.
Right.
Yep.
Lame. Grounded.
Yep. You're like, what is this? I haven't done this in so long.
Yeah.
My ankles hurt. You can see, like when you're in that corridor, you can see kind of some dried blood stains on the surfaces. You can tell there's a lot of kind of even like ripping of the material of the hull. The metal is kind of frayed. Sure.
Oh, why's my?
Doors are a lot of doors are ripped off. So actually, the room you're next to.
Boy. Are they ripped from the hinges or like blasted out off the ship through whatever? Yeah.
It's it's most likely violent decompression.
Got it. That makes sense. The good doctor could tell us that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
They're physical science doctor.
And you see a body of a Sheeran floating in the. When you buck up to the A2, there's a body of a Sheeran floating in there.
Gross. I knock it out of the way.
And it just spirals around and goes, ow. All right.
That's it in here.
So, yep. That's it in there. It's an empty room. There's kind of what is this one?
Well, there is also a door on the other side, or we can go back down this hallway we're in.
Oh, you're ready. Ready to go.
You cannot attune outside of combat. You can no. You can call your sword up.
I'm just thinking about how cool this hallway is with us like kind of like you know what I mean? And like yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of why I wish there was less dark vision, because it'd be even better if you like only saw like
could see a little bit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think the level of dark vision is limited. I think it's like 20 feet. Oh,
yeah. Everyone's a 60. It's just
gotcha. Yeah,
that's
pretty
forever. Yeah.
Well, it was a good
Jupiter
purchase.
Through the hole. You have X-ray vision too.
X-ray vision.
I see the future.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start moving up this way, assuming Alteran's gonna come back out behind me as he finished clearing.
Well, I mean, there's a door on the other side here too.
Oh, all right. Do you tell us that in our?
Yes, I just said that. Yeah.
Oh, I missed.
You weren't listening.
Yep. No, he
I
wasn't.
know. I wasn't.
Nick gets into his materials.
Yeah.
he was looking at dark vision equipment for Matt, probably.
You're not wrong.
Almost positive.
I'm that predictable.
Yeah, so yep, that door's open there. Bink. This looks like just a kind of a common area. There's just kind of debris floating around. Chair, the body.
I heard the body.
Body. Blah blah blah.
Blub blub.
So I got a 22.
Yeah, so you look around, it's pretty much mundane, nothing of note in there. Again, some furniture, some supplies that aren't worth anything or to you.
Nobody like. All right.
Yeah, I would think that Naus's thought is that we might be able to stock up here too a little bit. So he's kind of just keeping an eye open for that kind of stuff. Considering we're out in the middle of nowhere. A little bit of salvage.
I'll say this. So every room you go into,
Yep.
if once everything's settled, whatever's going on, you're just in there. Just whoever wants to roll some perception checks, I'll tell you if there's anything to find or not.
Okay, cool.
All right.
All right. So there's nothing else to see over there, Alteron?
Do I not see anything around here?
Okay, there. All right. So you step out in the corridor. Go ahead and step out in the corridor and stay there.
Can't peek around the corner.
Shot by
No.
1,000 bullets.
1,000 bullets.
Oh, okay.
Another hallway.
There's a very big intersection down here, guys.
All right. Lead the way.
Okay, come on that corner. Bink. Bink. All right. So long corridor. Looks kind of the main central corridor up and down the ship. Up and down the ship.
All right. Well, I say we go down here, clear this room since it looks like kind of dead ends down here. I can see outside the ship. So
True.
right here.
So it looks like a little galley area, kitchenette on the upper walls. We're looking at it. Kind of debris and just kind of floating, lack of gravity, and nothing much else of note in there.
All right. This backside's clear. We can push forward to the next set of rooms. You gonna go kick that door in, Plavak?
Sure. This one here.
I rolled a perception, but I don't know that it did anything.
So did Nance.
Yeah. So you got to use your. I'm going to say this is one of those things. Group perception. If you see someone's perception, you're like, oh, I better go check. Then you're not doing the right thing. But if you're both like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Keep yourself
I didn't
honest.
realize I was muted, and I said I'm gonna roll perception, and then Jax popped up, and so that was. So if you want to ignore that 32, you can.
No, I would say it's just based on what you think your character would do. Would he follow someone else in and check? And I'm totally good with it. I'm just saying you do what you do. Just don't do the I think he didn't get it, so I'm going to do it move.
Yeah.
If Alteran, if you're like, I wasn't going to check if he found anything, Alteran walks in, walks out, didn't see anything, then you're like, you didn't see anything. It's okay. Do you believe it? Or you're someone who's always. Now, I think Nouse is someone who always checks, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah. My thought was if it's the galley, and I specifically said I'm looking for like supplies we could take with us, I'm probably looking. So that's what I wrote.
And you're now. Yeah, exactly.
All right. So did we find anything? Probably not.
No.
Okay. Fair enough.
You found a very nice quality spatula.
Ooh.
Oh, well, I'm taking that.
Obviously.
I'm writing it in my.
Actually, I'm going to say you can even look into this room up here. So the doors are kind of blasted off. A lot of them hang open. So below you see a crew quarters, some bunks. Above you is another. Maybe cargo holds.
Somehow I've managed. Go ahead. Sorry.
But if you kind of step in and look around, in the Plavik, you see there's another Sheeran body floating there.
Cool.
The doctor does not see it, just sees some stuff. Again, things just floating around and whatnot.
Does it make any sense to do a life science check on the floating body to see like how it died?
That'd be a
That it was a or medicine check. Yeah, I mean, or I don't know if it's life science or medicine, but like to see if they died from that decompression we talked about, or if they were blasted up or something. Sort of check we looking at there, Kirk?
Life science or medicine.
Okay. Doc, what do you think? Happened?
Come on in the room. Why? Because we're looking for the hallway. Yeah.
I have no idea.
There's another door out in here. Do we want to stay and go through here, or do we want to try to clear that main hall first?
I think I know what's going to happen here, but all right, you guys go through that door.
Taron, do we want to move to the next door?
No, just wait.
Wait, what's happening?
Go on, Plavik.
Plavik, checking this door right here, opening it.
Oh, hey, Plavik.
Hey, Taron.
Exactly as I predicted.
Yes. I'm going to walk down here to make sure there's nothing down at the edge of the hull here.
And you float into never to be seen again.
Right. It seems clear here, although there's the room to that I kind of gesture, Alteran and I, like at this room. And there's a door on this side. Is there one over there as well?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, it looks like they're
on three.
Each other.
Boom, 3.
Another bunk room.
Both looking. Hey, Alteran. It's the same thing.
Over where? No.
Yeah, Plav got a 20 in there.
When you're right there,
Uh-oh.
a couple things are going to happen.
Yeah, a couple things.
It's a dead Timothy John.
Did anybody here ever watch that show? What was it called? I think it was just called Review. It was Andy Daly.
Sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Andy Daly doing, like, it was this fake game show kind of thing where the show was about him reviewing normal daily thing, like normal life. Like, it's like, but like as the series goes on, they get more and more fucked up. And one of them is, and his life kind of falls apart around it, like, kind of parallel to the show. But there's one where he goes into space, like a passenger trip into space kind of thing. And Fred Willard, who I think is his father-in-law in the show, like, unbuckles his seatbelt basically and dies in the thing. So like every once in a while, like it's just a camera showing inside the capsule thing. And every once in a while, like Fred Willard's body will float in front of the camera. Every time he said that, all I could think of was Fred Willard floating around in space.
So you see come around the corner here and here and here. You see this.
We don't see shit. Oh no, that don't look good.
Yes.
Roll for initiative.
No.
Click your character for your roll. Click your token for your roll.
Ugh. Oh, that jives.
Doing that. That's fine. Okay. Turn. There you are. 12. 12. You are 12 years old. Blink. One. Think. Think. All right. All right. So this one, they come out and they're all.
I don't like that sound at all.
Pretty good zombie.
It's a great zombie bug sound, but
Yeah.
Well, and the
Not a
fact that there's no atmosphere, you wouldn't hear anything. But I just wanted to make it anyway.
I like it.
I approve.
All right.
I like the idea that maybe one of them has like a comm still hanging in its suit, and we're like picking up the sound. Like, oh,
Sounds fun.
All right. So this one steps up to attack Mouse. Mouse, give me a reflex save.
if I must.
I would like you to.
I'm not gonna twist your arm or nothing, but
You
know,
probably
would be
should.
my preference.
Bam. 15.
You're all right. You feel some kind of weird pressure around you, but you are all right. And
Not like how big these things' heads.
he sweeps out with an arm to hit you for a 20.
That'll hit.
He does 11 points of damage.
Whoosh.
The
Okay.
yeah. So he comes around the corner. I also want to say the green one that comes around the corner is actually like standing on the ceiling.
Oh.
As he comes around the corner, and the blue one is standing on the normal floor, and the red one is actually standing on the wall.
can Sharon normally do that? I'm not sure it works. Yeah.
Nouse, it's your turn. Oh. Are you there, Nick? Okay, Nick. Nouse, I need a fortitude save from Nouse.
Click. 22.
I need another fortitude save.
Okay. I don't like multiple fortitude. 22.
That's
Oh, yeah.
great. And I need one more.
Oh.
Fuck. 9.
So you feel this feeling that you can't breathe, like
Okay.
something's happening to your lungs
Okay.
internally.
Internal. On your inner lung.
Yeah, not your outer lung. And you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh. See a long.
Coronavirus.
All right, and now and now it's your turn.
Right. Well, seeing as this thing stepped up on, I'm gonna go ahead and try and trick attack it with my baton. So here we go. That's the trick attack.
That's good. Oh wait, nope. Sorry,
Big old
not
fat
succeed.
no.
big old fat no. Please don't call me
Okay.
fat.
That's to hit.
That's a miss.
And I do not.
All right.
So I just imagine like going to swing.
Okay.
Never mind.
Oh, go for it, man.
I was just gonna say, like going to swing with my baton, and then like my chest seizing, and I'm like, ugh, don't.
Exactly. Yep. So Taron, I need 3 fortitude saves.
I got to start with the fortitude saves.
Yeah.
All right. This isn't gonna. I'm gonna fail the first one.
No, you're good.
Oh,
All of them. You're fine.
yeah. Now I'm not gonna hit any attacks. That's all that means.
You're golden.
Who needs lungs? Well, I can kill these guys.
I'm glad we got all these good rules out of the way.
All right. So I am going to cleave. And we will start with Red. Because he's attacking my buddy.
Well, thank you.
My buddy.
Oh, actually, before you do that, I need you to make a reflex save. You're good. Cleave away.
All right. Coming at you, Red.
Yeah, that hits Red.
All right. Coming at you, Green. Shit. Do I have a reroll?
Everybody does, yeah.
Using it.
I love Jack's like the first one to use his always. He's like,
I feel like
I have it. Let's do it.
I feel like he remembers he has it. That's the.
Yeah.
I appreciate the effort and the waste of a point. Love it. All right, so he hits Red, hits that corpse, and then it is the new doctor's turn. So you hear on the comms, "Oh dear Lord, they're coming out of the dark."
Now you can. Yep. Yep.
All right. It is his turn.
That
Red, what's there? He'll step this way. 5-foot step. Yep, but you got to give me a reflex save first.
Damn it.
So as it steps close to you, you feel a gravity wave change and you get knocked prone.
As it steps next to him.
Yes.
So
Steps up to him. He gets knocked prone by a gravity wave.
So his radiant action should resolve before the action that it interrupts. Means he would stab it before it steps into that square and knocks it prone.
I don't think so.
I mean, if
It's
you don't
not
want
an
to,
attack.
that's fine.
Yeah, I'm
That's
saying
how it
no. It's not an attack.
But no, it doesn't matter if it's an attack or not. It's just a radiant action resolves before the triggering action.
Before anything else.
Yep. You can. So, like, if he had readied to attack anybody that has a ready to attack against him, then you would create like a stack and you'd go in basically reverse order back to the first thing that happened. Now, if you want to say that because it's the fact that he's coming into proximity, which is both triggering that effect and that's the thing that's making the attack go off, then that's one thing. But yeah,
That's what I'm going to say. Because it doesn't make sense to me. Because it says when you enter the area, this thing happens. So it happens, I mean, simultaneously, I would suppose.
yeah.
And you have to make a reflex save. So I don't know how you attack with a ray attack and make a reflex save that you fail to be knocked up.
Hey man, I'm just trying to help out my buddy.
Yep. So it doesn't make sense to me. So I'm going to roll it now.
I don't really disagree with that. So
Yeah.
you can. It's -4 for melee. You can also stand up without provoking. Yeah. Standing up does not provoke. Takes you moving. Well, I would say you have to attack because that's what you ready for. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Its turn, not your turn. So it steps up. We'll see if it can hit you.
Well, you get -4 AC. Yeah.
Yeah, minus mercy. So I'm pretty sure it hits because it's 32. So it reaches down, slam for 11 points of damage. Very low damage for them. And then this guy will take a 5-foot step up. And Jack and wait, hold on. Yep. Jack and Nick make reflex saves.
Okay, die.
Character. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
All right. Altern is knocked prone. And
Correction. Terran activates solid stance once per combat. When you would be knocked prone, don't.
Nice. Very cool. I love it when those things actually are useful. So yes, you're like, oh man, and you manage to stay standing. So
I just shove it back.
he's still standing. Yeah. All right. And it will swing at Naps.
Me.
24 to hit,
Yes.
15 points of damage. So the Nausta.
Stop.
Nausta! And it is Lavek's turn.
Hey.
They're mad at me taking spatula.
Plavic's going to run through here, see Naus. I can go through his square and go here, right?
Yes.
But I guess I might provoke from red? I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know. How's that work? I guess, yeah.
I would say yes. You have
It's-
to go through that actual square.
It's weird. Like, technically, if an ally's between you, it blocks AOs, but like you're going through the same square, so it's.
Right.
He'd actually provoke from red and green.
From both, yeah.
Yeah, and then you're ending in blue.
Right.
But your AC is so freaking high, they're not going to hit you.
Huh.
Let's just do it. Let's just see what happens, right?
See what
Why
happens.
not?
Play it up.
You're going to run through it. You're like, I'm a tank. They can't touch me.
Tank's going tank.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, actually, as you run through,
Never mind, you're dead.
give me a reflex save.
Never mind. You're dead.
Oh. So you are knocked prone as you move through Nasus Square and fall prone at the feet of Blue to worship his dead, dying, cold
Great.
body. But they're going to take their. Oh, that's funny. So you're knocked prone, and so you're minus 4 AC.
Minus foe. Let's see. Okay.
So that's a 15 to hit.
Thankfully, that's still missing.
Yes, it does. Very terrible. And a 16 to hit. Oh my gosh. That doesn't hit you, right?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. They both rolled horrible. All right. So you made it through and fell prone in front of Blue, and he laughs. No, he doesn't.
Gross.
Grouse. What would you like to do now, Blavak?
Let's see. So I can attack from down here, right? With a minus?
Yeah.
So it was -4.
Mhm.
Okay.
Dokele.
Let's see what we got.
That's not it.
It laughs at me.
That did not work. It said, worship me. All right, and we're back to red.
Mhm.
It will attack Naus. It will attack Naus twice.
Twice.
20 to hit.
Who, Plo?
Now,
Now,
I was like, what?
that's a yes, right?
Yeah.
That's a 13 damage.
Okay.
And lash out again. Ooh, for a 22 to hit for 11 damage.
Ah, to hit.
Naus has been torn up.
They really want their spatula back.
In their spatula.
The red one has a chef's apron on.
the holy flapjack zipper!
All right, Naus, it is your turn.
Now, hold on. I have a plan.
Okay.
All right. My plan is just to cleave, but I'm gonna see if I can kill red before you anger smash it,
Okay.
and then maybe you can be more productive.
So before you do any switching around, so it is the start of Naus's turn. Naus,
16 saves.
yep. Give me 3 fortitude save.
3 fortitude.
Ooh.
Yep.
Weren't they?
3 fortitude.
I have something cool that I can use.
1.
Actually, just give me 1.
21.
That's fine. That's fine. All right. You good? You're good.
Okay.
And now, go ahead.
So if Alteran said that to me, Naus is going to hold his action until he sees what Alteran.
Of course, let's see if I pass save 2, I guess, right?
Pretty much.
Yes. And you're going to do cleave?
Yeah.
All right. So give me 2.
Oh. Interesting.
I don't know how this is stressing me out.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Is that the full description or the short description? The full description is as a standard action. Right. Oh, right before it says you can, it says as a standard action. Cleave is a specific type of action. You must
so
commit to cleaving.
You're announcing your cleaving, and then if you hit, you can then carry it. I get it.
And that's because it comes with a penalty whether you hit the first guy or not. So you can't hit one guy and be like, oh, well, now I'll cleave. Now I guess it's worth the penalty. You have to, put up at the front. All right, so how's that 14 looking there, though, on that fort save?
So, and what it is kind of as you're looking at them and they look back, like there's something weird going on, but you feel again like your lungs are collapsing within you, and you take 7 points bludgeoning damage.
Ow, what the? Okay. Their eyes hurt. Okay. So we will start with red again.
Because they're looking.
Yes.
Okay.
Good. That's a good hit.
Still standing?
Yep. Still standing.
All right. So I figured, all right, now green.
Yep.
Oh. Help.
Jester's dead.
All right. Now, before we go crazy, I'm going to spend a resolve point and I'm going to cleave blue.
Oh,
because you have reach. Yeah.
Boom.
Nice. All right.
So Alteron just goes like full crazy.
Bop, bop, bop.
Being in this derelict spaceship surrounded by these bug monsters is far too reminiscent of how everyone he cared about died. And so he's just like furious right now and freaking out. Even though they're not actually Swarm and they're just undead Sheeran, he doesn't really care that much about the difference. And so he's just
Yep.
like,
What do you want to do about your crit?
I mean, I don't have an effect, so I'll draw a card.
And so is that 37 was the total damage?
Yes. That should be accurate. I think I've seen that episode.
And you were doing a melee attack.
Melee slash.
It's called a fin fillet. The target loses one form of movement other than land movement until healed. Womp womp.
I assume that's not applicable.
Does that mean they
If it
can't
is,
walk
you
on the
will-
ceiling?
if it is, you will find out.
Yeah, when it's
that
going on the
was-
wall or whatever. Because it would fall to the ground, right?
All right.
I think that's called land.
Space.
Land movement or land speed? Because a climb speed's different than your base land speed. That might just be a poorly worded card.
Well, luck of the draw, I think.
Because there's only
Because
4
what-
kinds of movement. And so if you count 2 of them as land, that's really only 3.
Well, then it's a shitty crit. So
Okay.
you'll get
Classic.
that.
All right. Baton
I
trick.
don't know if I've had a crit that has done something yet. So that's classic.
Baton trick attack on red.
All right.
Okay. That's a fail for the for the trick attack. Here's the
Yeah.
hit. 19.
That hits.
Hooray. Well, without the trick attack, it's really not that impressive.
I still think Chris.
5 points of damage.
Oh, I like how my plan ended up being go fucking nuts also. I've got a plan. Ah!
We're back to the doctor. So give me a fort save. All right, you're all right. You're all right. You feel that not really, but you feel that shimmer as you look up at the thing, but you're okay. You steel yourself.
Yeah. Swallow sword.
So my baton is pretty useless. I just looked up the different. Sorry, go ahead.
That's a hit.
Hell yeah.
All right. You did it. All right.
It's probably the default. You didn't change it. Sword.
Swat.
It will strike back at you. Sure, a 16 doesn't hit. A 28. It hits you for 13 points of damage. Yeesh.
Hey, you don't happen to have plasma sheets, do you? Yeah. No. Okay.
And then the one Mr. Green guy up there is going to attack Naus. A 25 to hit. I can't hear you.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
11 points of damage.
And they fucking hate now.
Second attack
I can't believe none of them ain't dead yet.
is
Believe
only
I'm
an
not.
18.
I passed
There you go. He misses on his second. Look at that with
by
eyes full.
one.
Let's see. So, mostly as a way of testing out some things that I can do now. Let's see. First of all, I'm going to use my move action. I'm not going to get up. I'm going to use my move action to, well,
Ooh,
got some new fresh things I want to try. That's why I'm,
go for it, man. Be bold.
yeah. They're not. So I'm going to use my move action to use interfere for Naus. So you get +2 to your AC.
Thank you.
And now I've got, at level 7, I picked up a new thing for my being a Dashko specialist.
Aha!
So whenever I miss an attack, which I did last round, this round I can have a bonus to an attack to trip, sunder, or disarm somebody.
Ooh.
So I'm going to try to trip Blue.
If you disarm a zombie, do you take their arms
Yeah, I
off?
was say, how's that work? Natural weapon? I don't know.
They have to have a weapon.
So normally I'm -4, right? So I'm only going to be -2 for this bonus. So 14 probably doesn't hit him though.
Nope.
Okay. Well, that was a fun idea. I find out this other really cool thing, though, that now at level 7, Vanguards get uncanny agility. So let's see, how's it work? Basically, they don't get a bonus to attack me when I'm prone.
Oh shit!
They
That's huge already.
Yeah. I'm immune. Basically, I'm immune to the flat-footed condition, and they can't attack me, or they can't bonus when they're prone. So they don't get any bonuses to flank me. Yeah. All the cool defensive stuff happens now.
All right. And then Red is going to attack Naus.
What did I do?
21 to hit.
So
Exactly.
I have a 19 and you gave me 2. So
Did you get your plus?
Yeah.
Yes.
that is
Matter.
what it would be. Yep.
That's exactly it. Yep. 15 damage.
Oh boy.
And strikes out again to slam you.
I'm going to use Bodyguard this round on this one as a reaction. So you get another +2.
Okay.
You're +4 from me.
And he misses.
You probably just saved.
And no, but it's all right. I rolled low on that one. It is now.
Because I can
actually,
never.
What I'll play in is if you do something like that and it's actually effective, I'll try to tell a little story about what happened so you'll know like he stepped in or something like that, so to have a little flavor to it.
Because I can never remember, what's the rule for taking a serum of healing? Can I do that as an action, or do you have to ready it?
So you have to draw it out as your move action and then administer it as your standard
As a
action.
standard.
So it takes the full thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it should provoke also. So
All right.
it's a rough deal.
Oh, I'm almost dead.
He has been getting railed on.
He is getting yeah.
I'm going to.
I will. I'll a little bit behind the curtain. I'll just let you know I looked. They have enough intelligence to understand when someone's hurt more and to focus efforts.
Sure.
So I try to take that into account. I'm not just like, I'm just going to keep wailing on them. I kind of go, I always look, are they smart enough to understand something like that? And they are. So that's really what's going on.
And I'm not necessarily looking for input, but I'm weighing my option verbally here. I mean, I could attack red and potentially maybe kill him if I hit trick attack and then do damage with my baton. I can't shoot at them because they'll take 2 sets of attacks of opportunity. I can potentially run away. I've got mobility, which allows me to have the added AC to trying to get away. I think that's maybe the best option.
Yeah.
Best option.
Because I'm going to go down next turn regardless. So either go down now or get away.
You're not looking for input, but I have a question.
Sure.
Does the baton deal lethal damage? Or is it a non-lethal?
Yeah, it can. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll double check because now you've got me questioning.
I feel like you carried around some kind of non-lethal weapon, but maybe it wasn't.
Yeah, I had a shock weapon for a while.
Okay, yeah, because don't do non-lethal to the
Yeah, no, this is a lethal weapon. Yep.
Okay. Just checking.
You can choose to deal non-lethal damage, but technically. Okay. I'm just gonna move away. And I'm gonna try and slip back into this room. I can do trick attack and shoot on the run as I do this, but let's resolve if I get past this first before we go down. So my goal is to get to here because I think I can still shoot at them from there. We'll see if that happens. So Kirk, I'm going that.
All right. So you're going to take 2 attacks opportunity.
It does seem that way.
You could full withdraw too, or even just take a second step into the room.
Oh, I always forget because that's not a 5e thing. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that then. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I can almost think of like Plavok being like, "Just get out of here."
Full withdraw.
Shove you in the room.
Yeah.
With full withdraw, I have to go one direction or directly away. What's the?
No, your whole turn is an action of movement.
Okay.
And the first square does not provoke. Everything else up.
Oh, well then I'm literally going to do that, and I'm just going to go to this space. Yep.
But you got to use your. Wait, he doesn't have to use his full movement.
He doesn't have to go the whole way. No, but his turn is over. If that's where he decides to stop, that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think that's the plan.
He's getting into that.
Yeah, I always thought you had to move your whole movement like away, like you're like
I did
out of here.
Like that.
I did too, but I think that's fear, right? That's not
That's a fear effect.
Yeah.
Well, I know it's fear. I thought the full withdrawal had the same factor.
He's pissing his pants mundanely, not supernatural. So
he's crawling into that bed in the room.
Yeah.
I think
like
I
can't see me under the covers.
Right.
In a lot of circumstances, I think it's that you want to go your full movement away.
Right. Right.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
If I can move double my speed, I'm getting back on the ship and leaving.
There's this door down here. I think did we open this door? No, I think we did. That door's open.
I'm good.
All right. I mean, I'm gonna do the same thing again. Okay. So we'll start with red.
Hold on.
Oh, how many saves and of what types?
So, Nick, before you do your movement, I need a fort save from you.
Oh.
Mouse.
Okay.
Oh no.
Before you leave that space.
Fortitude, you said?
Yes.
Okay. 16.
You're all right.
Oh, thank God.
Right. Alteron.
Man,
you need a fort.
I could have got real rough there.
Kirk is specifically looking to kill me with zombies because he knows about zombies.
And you're doing cleave again?
That's the plan, yeah.
All right, so give me another one on top of that. Okay. So only
Betcher.
one of them you feel that lung-crushing pressure from as you gaze at them to attack them. And you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage to your internal organs.
Bludge.
Okay.
And now attack away.
Mm-hmm. All right. Red.
Yeah. Hit him.
Damn.
That's not gonna hit him.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, mate.
See, so now my turn's over. How that works.
Oh.
I'm going to guarded step right there. Then. So they can flank Plavak and still reach it. All right. That's all I got.
All right. Doctor.
Ah.
Oh. Yes. Fort save. You're good.
I don't, but I agree. That sounds like something Solarians would get.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely their wheelhouse.
Whiff is right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Oh,
What do you have? Well, I guess I won't ask you, so you can surprise me.
Blue will strike out. 22, Jim.
It's K if he's just cutting
Okay, it's a spam. For 16 points of damage. Oh, and 23 on the second sweep for 12 points of damage. So wham, wham.
all right. There's some damage.
And then it comes around to green. What does he want to do? I took a 5-foot step, tackled a Tyron. 28 to hit.
Yeah.
For 15 points of damage. Slam. Wham!
All right. I will laugh at danger. All of my allies get +2 AC.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Love it.
Plavak's going to stand up and I guess provoke from green and blue.
So standing provokes.
Oh,
Correct. Yeah. That is one of the weird random differences for Starfinder.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, because it provokes in Pathfinder, right?
Yes.
I would have stood
Yeah,
up.
I feel like
that's what.
I feel like I appreciate that though, because being knocked prone is such a detriment already. To then have to stand up and get smacked again feels
Right.
especially like crucifying.
Let's see if
Well, I think if you have multiple attackers that can actually attack you, yeah. But if it's like you're attacking one big guy, you're kind of down. You're right back up. You just kind of waste a turn. So I think then it really, or if you're doing a lot of one-on-one, then prone's not a big deal. Like I think it's either way. It's either kind of a big deal or it's not much at all. It's not like an in between where it seems fair. So
Yeah,
right now, it's like. I mean, you don't like it as a player, but think about if you did it more to other people. You guys don't do a lot of knock prone.
No,
So-
I think that's fair.
Very
But
hard to do for players.
it's
Right.
hard. It's hard for us with combat maneuvers, but I feel like, I think it's just this particular AP, but a lot of the monsters have that mechanic
Right.
built into them, right? Like those rhino bugs, and then these guys, and you know what I mean? But it's just interesting. It's just a point. But anyway, continue.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I agree. Like I think, when they're ganging up on Shan and all around him, knocked prone, like that's when it gets like really troubling really quick.
Yeah.
But if there's other people involved and they're not that smart, and I don't play them, like they just focus on the same person. Like Plavik got knocked around a while, but other people got attacked, and then it doesn't really pan out that way because it's like they're not that smart. So anyway, and that last fight with Shan, remember they were really focused on trying to get the memories for that. So it actually their motivation was different. So I played them different too. So there's a lot of factors.
I have no problem with
I get it.
how it happened. It's just an interesting mechanic. That's all. Anyway,
Yeah. So
continue.
I think I'm just going to say it provokes an attack Plavik is what I'm saying. No. All right, Plavik, go ahead.
Plavic's going to do that.
So since
I can't hit him anyway.
I'm going to declare cleave as well and start on blue.
Wait, so you're going to do what? Blue and green?
Yeah.
All right, give me 2 fort saves, please.
Oh God.
You're good, and you're good. All right, cleave away.
Oh,
That's turns over.
so I will stop there.
Yeah, right? Like, does that suck when I have this?
Yep, so red will step up. And he's going to attack Altaron.
If he's so smart, why ain't he using that flank bonus?
Flank bone.
Yo, flank bone.
It's only a 17 to hit.
Oh,
So
he should have flanked.
Naus.
How many actions do you want to spend crying?
You're muted. You're muted. You're muted, Nick.
I said
he
at
muted
least
so I
3.
couldn't hear him cry.
Exactly.
True.
The sobbing was quiet.
Well, here's the fun part. I'm going to step over here, do trick attack, and shoot my scattergun to this asshole.
All right.
So here's trick attack. Oh, God, I hope that one hits. Okay. Here's the hit. I'm using a bottle cap.
Yeah,
Alright,
baby.
that one
That's
hit.
a hit.
Okay.
That's a hit.
I can't go through this
He gets
fight
them so
doing-
rarely.
I can't go through this fight doing a maximum of 5 points of damage. Like that's just not acceptable. So.
That's more damage than I've done so far.
I mean, I'm pushing 100 points of damage right now.
I'll say it's more
All
damage than Plavik's done, Nick.
So here we go. I gotta type this one. D for the first time tonight. Naus is gonna do damage.
First time tonight.
First time.
Pow! 26 points.
Yeah, that's a number.
All right. He's dead.
So you see Naus just kind of step back out around the corner, and he's got this modified pistol so that it's really a sawed-off shotgun that shoots fire round, and he just blasts it into this thing.
Yep, very good.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit I like.
And then it it kind of comes, it hits it, and then it just kind of untethers like from the ground, just kind of floats there in space. No blood, just death. All right,
Great.
Tom.
That kind of shit gets me pumped. All right, so we're going to try to cleave one more time. We're going to start with green.
All right, so give me 2 fort saves.
Oh, gosh, I forget every time. Like, it's not
That's
real.
Good, that's good. Yeah.
Ah, damn.
Cleave
you think
away.
it's good? I'd rather take damage and hit these hits.
I know.
So let's see what happens.
That's how I feel.
Okay.
Okay.
All
So who's
right.
on green?
That's green. Then we'll swing to blue. There we go.
All right. So all right. Very good. The doctor's turn.
For save.
Yeah. That's the save. Strike away. That's the hit. He dead. He's dead.
Yes.
All right. So green will attack a turn. So 23 on the first attack.
I'm pretty sure that hits, especially if I'm cleaving. Yes.
14 points of damage.
Ow.
And missed on the second attack. Plavak.
Okay, so Plavik is going to angrily. He's fucking pissed right now. He hasn't hit anybody. He's going to swing at green.
Do it.
Do what you gotta do.
Need anything more than that?
Yeah,
No. Plavik's flailing around.
I told you.
Very
He
weird.
can't hit more shit.
Weird. Yeah,
That's all day.
weird fight for Plavik. It's like very strange.
Yeah, he hasn't taken any damage either. That's the weird part.
Yeah, he's like not. He's a
Right.
yeah. So you suddenly feel like, am I here? Does anyone see me? Roll sanity.
Hear me? Nice.
All right, and it's Now's turn, where he hides back in the room with a wet spot in front of his shorts.
What's the reload rule, Jack? You have to. It takes up half your movement to reload, or what?
It should just be a move action, as far as I'm.
Okay, so if I reload, I'm not able to use trick.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'm just gonna step. Actually, I don't even need to. I'm gonna use the other gun. So I just unloaded the shotgun. Now I'm gonna shoot the scorch gun microwave, which
Nice.
rolls. So here we go. That's the trick attack. It's not gonna do it.
Will not do it.
I mean, I'm adding plus 19. More often, I should be hitting this, right? Like that's a crazy.
Yes. Well, 2.
All right, that's to hit.
That hits. Yep.
All right. So here's the damage. Minus the trick attack. 7 points fire damage.
All right. Altaron. Finish him.
Just realized I've been doing less damage this whole time than I'm supposed to have been.
Par for the.
Oh well. All right.
Same here. Oh, there should be 3 more of these things. What?
I am going to punch this guy in the face.
Yeah, nice.
Don't know if 18 hits or not.
That is against Casey.
Yes.
That does not hit.
No. All right.
You bobbed it.
Punched him in the face and he just didn't feel it.
It just barely goes right by the side of his head as he trips. Doctor.
Thought about it.
Nope. Just floating in the air in front of you. It's not falling.
Have to wade through dead bug to get to where you need.
Oh. How How high are the corridors? How much space does you need to go above people? Yeah, I don't think you can get through that space. I mean, unless we want to roll some kind of check or something. The body is floating and different things. So
Mm-hmm.
right.
Touchdown.
You can't go in that space. There's a body there, so I'm just gonna say you can go next to it. Oh, you come through the room. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll let you do that. Give me a reflex save. You are knocked prone as you run into
Ooh.
that space. All right. And that thing, seeing you fall at his feet, will turn and attack.
As a reaction, I was going to give you +2 AC.
I rolled a 20.
Uh-oh.
So no, I rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, rolled natural 20s for 26 points of damage on the first hit,
Ouch.
and a 23 for 11 points of damage. Yeah, that was minimum damage rolls on each one, not counting the crit effect. So, Plavik.
Okay. Plavik is going to attack. Try again.
Yep. Nope. Anything else? This is the weirdest combat.
This is so strange.
I feel bad for Matt. Like,
As a move action, I'll use interfere for Alteran. Give him +2 AC.
Plus AC?
Yeah.
Mouse.
Okay. I'm going to.
That's convenient. Yeah.
I'm going to shoot the green bug again. Trick attack. Here we go. Oh, maybe.
That
Hell
works.
yeah.
All right. Fingers crossed this hits.
Ooh.
Okay. So
Just roll damage first because it's probably dead. It does not have a ton of hit points left.
well, and trick attack damage gets doubled too, which is crazy. So I'm not going to worry about that right now if he doesn't have much left.
Yeah, I just needed some basic damage.
That'll be basically be double that.
60, dang.
So, yeah, you shoot that. Yeah, that just vaporizes, and we'll see you next time.
Awesome.
You caught up to me.
Very nice. The also I forgot to add the 1d6 worth of fire damage for the crit. So yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
Plavak angrily tosses his Dashko onto the ground.
and it floats out of the ship into space.
Exactly. It bounces out, goes out the portal.
It would be true.
Oh,
So good.
Good stuff. Well, I like your new character, Jim. I think it adds another level of smack and whack to our team, which is good.
yeah. We're about to lose it.
Involved.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. Skill checks.
Yeah.
I feel like you.
So,
Go ahead, Kirk.
these things are called Nihili. They're just undead. And they have there's two special abilities are decompression gaze. So
Oh.
I actually, the way it words it, I think if you're in its radius, like when you begin your turn within its radius, you take that fort save.
Yeah.
But I then changed it to just say if you're attacking it because it's a gaze. So I'm like, you have to look at it. So you're meeting its eyes. It's like just kind of adjusted on the fly. Actually, the first round I had them all hit you because I figured you looked and saw them all. It's kind of how I counted it. And then once you got into combat, I just said whoever you were attacking, it affected you. And then they have a thing called because I just like things that make sense. So I'm like, even though I was like, I like the all that suffer every time, but it just didn't make sense to me. So,
well, I was effectively one good hit away from having to use some resolve point, which was.
And they have enough intelligence. I thought it made sense for them to see you getting hit and knowing there's more people and trying to take you out to move on. And then they also have a thing called gravity well. So when you move in again into the radius, it enables them to walk on any surface. But it disrupts your ability. So when you walk into their radius, it knocks you prone. But it's only when you enter. So as long as you're standing there fighting, when Jim ran out and back in, it re-triggered.
Oh,
because he was
interesting.
using his own gravity boots again and walked back in. So it re-triggered.
That's really cool.
And that's my interpretation. It doesn't say to do that. I just the way it's worded, I think it goes that way. So they're kind of cool creatures, actually. They pretty interesting abilities that are a little different.
I think they're excellent fighters for a tight hallway like that too, which was, you know what I mean? To get stuck in there like that was not fun.
Well, that's where I think not having dark vision would make this more fun because you would be creeping and it would be more of that feeling of like, like aliens or whatever, where it's like these things come out on the ceiling and the walls and they're like, like I can't, unfortunately I can't conjure that image because you're looking all the way down the hallway. So
well, I'm not sleeping tonight regardless, so it'll be.
So
you did your work,
Matt,
Kirk.
What?
You did a good job. If he's not going to sleep.
Yeah, perfect.
Exactly, that's the goal. Creep everyone out.